All right, so if I had to give my list, I said Karl Malone for a fact. Underachieving superstars. Karl Malone for a fact. If you want to throw T-Mac in there, I prefer Vince Carter, but VC and T-Mac, one or the other. And then if I had to say a player in today's league, I'm gonna go with Westbrook. I'll go Westbrook over Melo. I'll go Westbrook over Melo.
How do you have Karl Malone first?
Starting getting started, the player choice way. Green light, supercharged, the player choice way. Got Shaq, got Jordan, got Dale, got Jay. Yeah, them boy gon' get it started, the player choice way. Hey, hey, it's the player choice way. Yeah, them boy gon' get it started, the player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.
No, I've turned my AC on. It's freezing in here. From October to May, it's like 110 degrees.
But it's
really?
right
So
now.
do they not have like a winter?
I don't know. This is what they told me, and I could see it. Tomorrow is 98 degrees.
That's so fire.
That's dope
so
that you
fire.
get sun at least.
Wait,
Yeah,
I thought
I'm a fan of sun.
I thought they had like, don't they have penguins in Argentina?
It's not one part of Argentina. Maybe.
Bro, are you thinking Antarctica?
No. I think I remember seeing this in high school back in
Like
my class.
hot weather penguins. I think those exist.
Which was that like? That was like what, 4 years ago?
Yeah. I got to look it up. I think there was like a fun fact about it. I don't know why that fun fact about Argentina is in my mind, but I just know like in Argentina doesn't it get like real cold in the wintertime?
Maybe not where I'm at. It's many different parts. So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
If I had to take an over-under, go on, Jay.
I was gonna ask Del if he's had any Messi Ronaldo conversations yet.
Yeah, maybe they were having it with me, but I didn't understand that fast Spanish, so I didn't get involved.
Wait, can you understand Spanish enough to like catch some words?
Yeah, for sure. My son's mom is Spanish.
Do you know enough like to converse, or you just can only understand?
100%.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, you have to hear it. It's pretty dashing.
I would love to hear it. He said it's pretty dashing.
Nah, Spanish
good,
is...
chat.
Oh, wait, are we live yet?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, forget it. It
was about to get toxic.
Yeah, it was about to get
Don't worry about it.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Shaq, you missed a good conversation in the chat though about KD best teammate versus LeBron best teammate.
I woke
Hold
up.
on. Shaq, did you read it?
I woke up and read it. I read it
He
pretty
didn't read
well.
all of it, JD.
I seen a lot of who was the big man from Seattle that you guys were talking about?
Oh my God! Wait,
Wally Zerbiak's not a big. If you're talking about Wally,
not Wally.
He's talking about big. He's talking about Z.
Bro, he's not from Seattle though.
I know, that played on the Sonics. What do you mean from Seattle? You guys were talking about the Supersonics in the entire chat, about 60% of it, and Jordan was saying it's impossible for them to be bad.
Yeah, I was joking.
And then you said LeBron played with them, so all right, I'm off, you guys.
Yeah, Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That's what we were talking about.
Exactly. How did I not read the chat?
He didn't play with the Sonics though.
He never played in Seattle.
Oh, I thought that's who you guys were talking about from the Sonics. I still read the chat.
Bro, when he played with LeBron,
it was so much deflecting going on in there. I was trying to keep up, but you guys are such casuals.
This. You went from when it started, and then you went right here, just one big swipe, and just conversation just went through.
Is that what I did?
That is exactly what you did. You said,
can we talk to chat?
I'm sorry, chat.
I'm sorry, chat. What's good, chat? We're being toxic right now. You're welcome for the follow, my guy. I follow everybody. I always follow everybody back on IG. When you guys follow me and message me, I follow everybody back. I don't know why there's so many accounts without pictures. I don't know what you guys are doing on IG. IG is a nasty place to just stalk people. Or maybe that's the place to do it. I don't know.
It's called troll.
I mean, it's the best place to do it.
I've
all pictures.
I've had a burner account on IG one time in my life.
A Finsta.
A Finsta. That a fake Insta. Yeah. But I never used it like that. It wasn't like that.
Oh my God.
It wasn't like
Yeah,
that.
Shaq, congratulations on getting
Good
dub number
job.
1 out the way.
Oh yeah. Hashtag we're not the same. I just had a game in the second best league in the world, and I don't know who's on that Ike team tomorrow, but I think it's an NBA player there. I forget which one. But I also have another game tomorrow, and yeah, it was fun playing in a professional game. No.
I hate you so much.
No. I'm not gonna start that today. I'm not gonna start that today. But the guys, one guy in the comment, he struck a chord with me. He said, "Shaq, you don't have to do that. Just because." He was basically essentially saying that just because people don't play basketball, it doesn't mean that they don't have good takes and they aren't knowledgeable about hoop. And I am 100% sure that there are guys out there that don't play basketball that have better takes than me, that are more knowledgeable about the game than me. I just don't know where they're at. So if they want to come on the show.
They're on ESPN, Shaq.
Yeah.
Not even them, Jay. Not even them.
No, I know.
Not even them, JD.
I know plenty of guys
I would kill Max Kellerman. I would kill Max.
Don't slander. Don't slander Max.
Why he want Andre Iguodala for the last shot? Why?
Don't slander
Well,
Max.
I would pay to watch Dell and Max Kellerman.
I would demolish Max, bro.
I'm a Max guy.
I like Max as well.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Just because he's he's from Statland, Dub. You're not from
I'm gonna tell you
Statland though.
something. Shaq doesn't like Max. I know he doesn't like Max.
I love Max so much.
Listen. He could tell y'all this, but he doesn't. Dub, I know you like Max. This is why I'm just going at you, and I don't know why.
I guess at that time when he came in, that was when I was first started watching First Take religiously. So you could say because of that, but I just liked him.
I guess I really don't like Stephen A.
On a completely unrelated note, Shaq, when I look at your picture and like your background, the vibes are immaculate and it gives me like very chill vibes. And then I just know you're gonna yell later. So.
Oh, well, yeah. My son. I was watching my son tonight after my game, and me and him learned a few things about each other today. It was a nice little bonding moment.
You're gonna let us in on?
No, well, I've been on the road because I'm a professional basketball player, and so I don't get too much time with my son. So when I do, in between Player's Choice, one day my wife's gonna come on here and she's gonna cuss everybody out. The amount of time that I dedicate to Player's Choice is amazing. But that's what it takes, man, to give you guys the great content that we give you. But King Kobe knows hashtag. He said not the same. You got to put the word hashtag we're not the same.
That's one thing I would say. We looked at your highlights. You do got bounce.
Don't.
Yeah, I got bounce.
Oh, thanks, bro.
You and Dell, both of y'all. Y'all nice.
Me and Dell played on the same team. No, Dell. Dell,
what did you just say?
Dell, these little fun little social media basketball charity games. I
don't get involved with it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's fun to see like YouTubers and stuff playing basketball. It's hilarious. It tickles my fancy.
Wait, Del.
Wait, hold on, JD. Were you the rel that added me on Instagram?
No.
Okay.
Real been here.
Del, if we had
I'm the one that makes all the jokes in the comments though during Twitch. Yeah.
I don't see the comments, so
Rails came a long way.
I was gonna say, if Player's Choice played in some kind of tournament one day, would you let me play with you?
Yeah. Well, I'm playing for Player's Choice. You would have to play.
All right. I was just wondering if you'd make me ride the bench or not.
No, you might ride the bench, but depending on who's on the
team.
No,
you're starting.
I'll sit in the corner.
Shaq and Doug?
I'm not playing.
LeBron.
I'm not playing. Yes.
No, you don't know how to play?
LeBron.
I do.
We'll call up Ricardo to run the point.
Oh yeah, Dell doesn't know Ricardo, but yeah. Yo, in case you guys were wondering in the chat, LeBron can really play basketball. Just to let you guys know, as much as of a casual he is, he really can hoop.
He really is a casual.
I wanted Ron on the show tonight. That's some words for him. I'll save him.
LeBron's fighting forest fires.
Word.
He's fighting.
Can I say something real quick, Shaq? Hey, shout out to Ian and let's say I am Mr. J Evans. You know, they follow and everything. Giving mad love to the channel and everything. Appreciate you guys. Also, who is that person that added us on Twitter?
Oh, Mariana.
Mariana.
Shout out to Mariana, man, because appreciate the love and everything.
She's on the staff.
She's a
goat. She's a day one, literally day one.
Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all.
In chat, I know it may seem like we're starting off slow today. I'm just regaining my powers.
We haven't even introduced Rel yet.
Yeah, we haven't. And again, there was also another guy in the comments saying, "Yo, Shaq, you don't have to go with the other podcasters and stuff like that." But it's so fun for me, and I just don't care. And I feel like I do. I feel like it's my job. And if they
just attack everybody,
but I promise you guys, if you do want to come back at me, I promise you guys don't want to play that game. Like that is my arena. Like
Shaq, you might be you might be the most petty person I've ever met,
bro. That is like my feel. It's not even. I just enjoy the friendly banter. I'm so ready for a beef, and I don't want to start one though. I just don't like.
I don't either.
I don't, because that takes a lot of energy, but I'm here for it.
I'm gonna ruin my life with anxiety.
Yeah.
You do have anxiety. I have been noticing that.
Yo, how have you been noticing that?
Because every time you about to get in your bag on dissing people, JD's like, no, please.
I get so nervous.
He is like, relax, JD. We all can fight. Well,
JD's the one sending me the ammo, and I don't know, Dale. We might not be able to fight in this YouTube.
I'm loading the clip, but I'm
no. We could fight in this YouTube. We could fight in any world, bro. Because we're authentic, and that goes a long way.
That's a fact. But yep, Dub.
Never mind. I shouldn't even say it.
Yeah, it's a few guys.
I bring. Oh, never mind.
No, get in your bag, Dub. Either you're gonna get in there, or you're not.
I was going to say I bring weapons. That's all.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I hate.
Hey man, it'd be dangerous sometimes where I be at, bro. So you always gotta have something on you.
Let me tell you guys this, all the TikTok guys, because a lot of you came here from TikTok. Some of us found us from YouTube. I seen that guy in the chat, shout him out. And a lot of you probably gonna find us from YouTube tomorrow.
I found out about y'all through TikTok.
Okay, there's this big guy on TikTok. I'm not gonna say any names. He's a well-known TikToker. It's a few of them. You guys should really learn how to monetize your platform on TikTok, because I know it's really cool to go to Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter's. What's another? Martin Luther King Day, cannot forget about that one. And tell your relatives. I have a lot of followers on TikTok. That's probably the weirdest flex to me in the history. It's like having a lot of followers on Instagram. I don't know how you guys are getting paid. I don't think you guys are getting paid. And if you say that you're getting paid because of the TikTok Creator Fund, that's funny. I've seen those numbers, and I can visibly see you guys' YouTube numbers. So it's real fun to act swaggy on TikTok. That's the cool thing to do. Stitch certain people's videos and never stitch players' choices. And then when you stitch those people's videos, this is what you say. This is a real good account. I listen to these guys. They know what they're talking about. Or go follow this account. They really know what they're talking about. This is a take I can respect. Fuck off. I haven't used the F word. I haven't dropped the F-bomb in a minute. But yeah. But and I'm not going to repeat it because I might need one later after you guys see my top 25 list. And when you see my top 25, I will lay out the rules and stipulations before getting into it. But anyways, so yeah, in Jordan, all right, I'm done.
I'm about to throw up.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Well, should we get into the show?
Let's get it.
I wish I had my shout outs today. But I didn't have time. A lot of people on my DMs wanted me to shout them out. So resend it. Resend it to me and I'll shout you out on the next show. My bad. And shout out Mars from Yepsy. I really like that guy.
Mars from Yepsy. All right.
I want to shout out the world.
It's a great shout out, though.
I want to shout out y'all for I'm thankful for y'all having me on. Shout out to Bucket City because we do it after y'all when y'all come on when y'all come on Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should actually introduce Rel. So for everyone who's been joining the clubhouses, this is Rel. What is it? Rel from NYC or Rel NYC?
Rel NYC.
Rel NYC. So clubhouse regulars, you are familiar with Rel. Very big Luka hater, so I already don't like him. But
no. I'm not a big. let's get this straight. I'm not a big Luka hater. To me, I just feel like he shouldn't hold the ball for as long as he does.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
And can I ask you a question? You like LeBron?
Let's start this.
Go ahead.
You like Bron?
No, I'm a Knicks fan, bro. I don't. Anybody else that's not on the Knicks, I don't like you.
I can respect that.
All right, I can respect that as well. So, but you feel the same way about Luka you feel about LeBron James, James Harden, all of those.
Melo, all of those people that hold the ball for 24 seconds. Yeah.
All right, good. Then sorry, JD, I don't have your back on this one.
And also, can I give a shameless plug? My IG is SMCK40, and I am welcoming all, what's those things called? Direct messages.
Wow.
You have to wait there.
So he is finally, the cat is out the bag.
No, I
have 11 today. I have 11 today for Player's Choice.
Oh, yeah. Dale, the funny part is every person I click on follows Dale, and I'm like, where are you guys finding Dale at? Dale, I know your followers have been going up because literally every single person follows you that I look when I look at who they're following.
11. Another one. AJ Burton.
Oh, and
hello, AJ.
Oh yeah, AJ. Shout out AJ. He messaged me too. Oh, and another thing before we start, you want to know
6.
Because I know I hate on a lot of content creators. I love the Keep It a Buck podcast. I love that podcast. I'm not gonna lie. I do.
I still haven't watched them. I've seen like a couple clips. Dude, it's so hard for me to start like watch stuff or even listen to it. When I listen to podcasts, I'm going on a walk and I listen to comedy stuff because I'm already so stressed out. I just gotta listen to something that's gonna make me laugh and then go right back to the computer and work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was in the hotel room before the game, and they popped up on my YouTube homepage, and I was like, all right, man, let me see what this is all about. And I clicked on it, and I was like, yo, this is actually really good content. I like some guy named Damo. He would be amazing on this show. I don't know if that's his name. Starts with a D. Good guy.
Some competition.
All right, let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Player's Choice, the number one place to be for NBA hot takes and flop takes. Thank you, everyone, as always, for leaving comments, liking the videos, sharing our content, rating the podcast, leaving reviews. Again, we try and read through all the comments and respond to as many people as possible. Shout out to you all. We love y'all. Thank you so much. We're still looking for people to work with Player's Choice in social media as a manager or contributor.
Oh yeah, Jordan. Two or three guys reached out to me about that.
Okay. Yeah, send us your work, man. We want to see stuff. I know some people have reached out and it's like, hey, I want to do stuff, but like send us stuff. I know that you want to do stuff.
Email
I don't
so
have
much
the
better.
time to.
Yeah,
I don't have the time to just walk you through everything. If you already are making content, and I don't know, maybe you're smaller, you just like making content as like a little hobby, and you want to contribute to Player's Choice, hit us up. info@smck77.tv. If you haven't checked out smck77.com, got our casual merch, got a casual hat on right now. I think Dell's rocking his. And of course, shout out to Deuce Brand. We have the Player's Choice 20 promo code for 20% off at checkout. That's Deuce Brand, Player's Choice 20.
All the cool guys wear Deuce Brand. Where's mine at?
Ever since we've linked up with Deuce Brand, I have seen it everywhere. Like I see all these players wearing it and stuff, and I never heard of it before.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out everybody who subbed. Shout out everybody who subbed us last episode. That was clutch. Love you guys.
So if you didn't sub and you want to sub,
yeah, you guys don't need to sub this episode. You guys did everything that you. We did enough groveling last episode on the bonus episode.
I just like to do it. I just got to do it.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but don't feel any pressure.
I want to get off this top ramen diet.
Okay.
Oh my God. And of course, shout out to Rel for joining us. I don't know if it was a last minute ask or anything, but if it was, thanks for dropping whatever you had.
And Rel's literally worked his way. Rel worked his way from the TikTok comments to cooking in Clubhouse to now he's on the show. And I was looking at another pod and they were like in the comments, how do we get on this show? And I said, I promise you, this is not the platform. Player's Choice is the only place where you have a chance of getting on these professional podcasts, because you have to do what the industry says and have to have the same cast every episode. And that's what guys think it is to make it. Okay, fellas. All right, Rel, congratulations. Good to see you here.
Stephen A. Smith.
Glad you made it out the proving grounds.
Wait, Shaq, was that a shot at Stephen A?
No. That's a shot at every single other podcast that just has the same 3, 4, 2 guys on there and act like they can't bring on any of their fans and just take time from their fans. All they do is take.
I would like to say that Rel's been a member ever since we started Clubhouse from the very beginning. So let you guys know we do keep track of that. We do keep track who's been there and night in and night out and everything. We do appreciate all the love and all the support. So definitely, if you guys aren't involved already, join into Clubhouse. It's a good community to be involved in. And, we be having a lot of good conversations in there, man. So me and LeRon be hosting it. LeRon, unfortunately, not here, but, it's a good time, man. So come in there for good vibes and good times.
I think you search Player's Choice. And in Dub, shout out to you and Ron. I was just talking to him on the phone call yesterday. I'm really impressed in what you guys have actually done with Clubhouse and how regular you guys been. Aces Ledge, yeah, Clubhouse is an app. It's called Clubhouse Social or something like that. But you guys are really growing that thing. So shout out to you too, man. Y'all really getting that done. Yeah. And shout out Dub too.
We're still learning. We're still a learning experience and everything. So guys, I apologize if sometimes things got kind of out of hand. So we still learning and everything. So things are just going to get better from here. So.
Dope. Let's get it. All right. Topic number 1. And I'm not going to lie. I don't want to sit here and list off all these names because there's a ton of them.
I got it on the screen.
Okay. Perfect. So first of all, shout out to Legend of Winning, BSOLZ. I want to say the other guy who joined was named Sage. Legend of Winning, if you're in here, bro, could you please help me out with the third person's name? They did a top 75 top 75 NBA players list of all time. And we're just going to talk about the players on here, if we're in agreement, if we disagree on anyone up here, and try and poke holes at this. I'm going to be honest. I caught the tail end of the stream. And the list was already pretty much finished. The list was already pretty much finished, but I scanned through it and I said, this seems like a pretty solid list, but I'm going to be honest. This is how much of a casual I am. There are names on here who I'm like, who?
TSO_Sage. That's his name. Legend said it in the chat.
Sage. Okay. So it is Sage. Got it. All right.
The only glaring name that I was really tight about was Bob Pettit. Hate that Hal Greer's on here. I hate Hal Greer being on here. Not mad at Dave Cohen's. Hate the Pettit one. Hate it. Luka Doncic is on here.
That's so fire.
Luka is? Oh my God.
Luka's on here. And I would assume that James Harden is on here. Yeah, James Harden's on there. Mm-hmm. And Legend, I don't know what the yellow stands for or the asterisk next to it, but I'm pretty sure it stood for something. Dale, this isn't the biggest historian pod. We hate Blast from the Past, but I mean, if you had to put 75 players on the all-time list, then I guess you got to put a lot of historians on there.
Is there anyone not on the list that you would put on?
Kyrie's on here.
Is the list in the chat?
It's not.
It's in the
doc. Twitch. Go on Twitch. It's on the doc.
Yeah, let me send this to Dell really quick.
Yeah, just send it to our white names are on the original top 50 list. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, so these other 25. I forget when the original top 50 list came out. So this is gonna gold names are the additions. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is going to change when they come out. Aren't they about to come out with another list soon? Top 75 for the league, not going to lie. I feel like that's too many names for all time. Of course you can do it, but I feel like it should always be capped at top 50. Because then top 75, everybody starts getting in there.
I don't like Robert Parrish in there.
So I assume this isn't in order. There's no way it's in order. Okay. I just started reading 2 names. I was like, okay, it's not in order. I only had to go 2 down.
Charles Barkley at 2. Yeah.
That would have been fire though if that was.
Let me see. I mean, wait, where's Yao?
Yo, what's up with y'all and Yao?
You're right, though. I for sure should. I seen Dikembe.
It's not that Yao wasn't good. It's just like, go ahead.
I'm gonna take this off the screen. I seen Dikembe and I immediately went there. NBA 75th birthday. Got you. Legend said NBA 75th birthday. That's why it's the top 75. Yo, speaking of Legend of Winning, Dale, didn't you call out Legend of Winning last episode? Didn't you say you wanted to? I thought you said he wasn't a formidable foe.
Yeah, I want to revisit some of those conversations.
Got you. Yep. Gotcha. Okay. Shout out Legend of Winning. NBA 75th birthday. That's why it's top 75. Yao, short-lived career. I loved Yao.
Legend of Winning wear glasses, right?
Yeah,
you keep. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. We had a different conversation where you said someone. I was like,
Legend of Winning said LMAO. He is a joke. Stop, Dale.
I'm not gonna hold you. I seen some of them TikTok clips, and I ain't gonna hold you. I had Dell winning some of those. I had that, and this was before I even was involved with y'all. So I seen some of those.
Okay, let's take a little vote.
I ain't agree with you. But you was winning the argument.
So Dub, was it 50-50 or was it more Legend or was it more Dell?
50-50, he would have said tie. He said I was winning.
No, Dell won. Dell won that. It wasn't.
Dell won. Jordan, I'm putting you on the hot seat right now. Who did you remember?
Of course, I'm always riding with Dell. I don't remember all the conversations, but what I do remember was of everyone that's come on the show, the only person that's been able to go toe to toe as well in the back and forth is Low so far.
Low's probably Low probably gave Dell
Which one is Low?
Legend of Winning.
You guys
with the glasses.
You guys had a literally.
The one we're talking about now.
Yeah. The 20-minute monologue that you guys had at the end.
He's like, wait, who's been able to go back and forth with me
about Kevin Durant all time? Legend of Winning said won what? Nah, this is getting spicy. Won most of the debates. We agreed on most of the topics. You guys did. You just got that tit for tat at the end.
It was this one with Katie. It was one they was talking about Katie. That's the one I was talking about.
You guys did agree.
I've noticed something about KD takes with other people. They hate that he went to the Warriors. So while you arguing that fact, I think you already lost because y'all not looking at his talent. Y'all just looking on the move that he made.
Dale, you've convinced me to get off of that. I'm off of that. I don't care that he went to the Warriors. That's funny stuff, though. Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm not talking about you. You don't come on the show. We start the show together.
You're right.
Can I ask you a question, Dale?
Hey, hold on, real quick, Legend. We're not going to do this via chat because I feel like you're not strapped up how you should be. So if you want to come on the show, or you want to invite Dale on, Keep It a Buck. I'm pretty sure he's more than happy to come on there. But we don't want to do it like this, Legend, because a lot of things get misconstrued. Dub already said you lost, which
I'm being honest, bro. I don't like it's just my honest opinion.
I feel like it was. I honestly feel I was so shocked at the banter that I was like, wow, this is really good basketball talk. So I didn't have time to sit and say who won or who lost, but it was entertaining though. It really was.
He said Dub is crazy too.
He said Dub says wild stuff too. No doubt in my mind. It is what it is.
Hey,
look, now he's gonna come at everybody.
It don't matter to me, bro. It is what it is.
Yo, no, just take your L. Yo, I lost
Rel, did you see the list, Rel?
Yeah, I was looking at it in the Twitch stream.
Wait, could he ask me the question? Bro,
I was gonna ask you, you don't think a lot of people would bash Jordan if he would have left and went to Detroit or Houston?
Yeah, everybody would have got bashed 100%. My point is they don't look at his talent anymore. They just bash him for what he did. That's all I said.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
Nah,
that's all I said.
I agree with you. Listen, in the top 75 list, as a New York Knicks fan, I don't think Melo should be there. But we could go into it. We could
75, yes. 50, no. And I can see him being out of the 75, actually.
Wait, Melo's not on this list?
He is.
He is.
He is.
Yo, for the man's career, he averaged 2.8 assists. Charles Barkley averaged more assists than him.
But Melo's a scorer.
Melo averaged 20 points per game.
All right, now name other score first people, and I bet all of them average more assists than him.
Yeah, probably, but I don't hold that against Melo at all. I feel like he for sure should be 75. But if you wanted to make an argument for him to get out, I mean, Luka and Jokic already on here.
What number is he?
I'm really not mad at this list.
They're not numbered. It's just 75 players.
Okay.
That would be a pain in the ass to do 75, 1 through 75.
Can we get, I know my top 25 is supposed to be at the end of the show, but can we crank off the show since this top 75 has inspired me to speak my piece?
Wait, where do you want to go?
To Shaq's top 25. It's at the end of the show, but I need the energy now because if I wait till after the show.
Get it off.
Yep, my top 25 at the second half of the show is going to be too nasty. So let me get this off real fast. And please let Rail comment on this first. I don't want any nonsense from Dub and Dell. What you guys have to do is chew on it for a little second pause. But you guys got to digest it before you start saying, Okay,
I'll mute my mic.
Shaq, there's no chance Dell doesn't interrupt you.
I think Dell can respect this list. Okay. And I'm gonna say from 9 to 14. Okay, it's hard to really those 5 or 6, but okay, this is what it's based on.
Is this all time or in the NBA now?
No, Shaq's top 25 heading into next season.
Oh, okay. Why did you only ask me for 10?
Who, you? Because we were gonna do your 10 first, and then we're gonna revisit my 25. But I feel like we can just we're here now. Shaq's top 25. Okay, and ours is going to be different because what I based it off of importance to the specific team, where I think the team will finish in rankings, and then what is held against people is empty stats and where and if they're going to finish in the bottom of the league or not. So as a disclaimer, Bradley Beal is not on this list. He did not make the cut. So at 1, LeBron James. 2, Kevin Durant. 3, Giannis. 4th, Anthony Davis. 5th, James Harden. 6, Luka Doncic. 7, Kawhi Leonard. 8, Kyrie Irving. 9, Donovan Mitchell. 10, Chris Paul. That's just to start it off. Now, the reason I put Kawhi on here is because he will return. That's why he said he's re-signing back with the Clips. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear Steph Curry. Did you put Steph Curry up there?
Can I finish my list?
Okay.
At 11,
Paul, don't you remember the rules?
No, it was just a question. I thought he just made a mistake or something. That's fine.
Hold on. You don't. Where's Joker at?
Where's Joker going to finish his list? We can literally. I have the second half of the season, but you guys aren't going to sit here and tell me to put fringe playoff team players into my top 10 for next season. How are they important to their team? Why are they on the top 10 list? Now, if you guys want the empty stats list, you can go to ESPN because they're going to give it to you all day. But if I can finish my list of actually where players are going to finish and how impactful they're going to be for their team and where their team is going to finish, okay. All right. So that's why 9, Donovan Mitchell, because he's literally the most underrated player in the history of the NBA. I don't understand what's going on with Donovan Mitchell and what you guys have against him. But for him to finish a number one seed on those splits in the Western Conference that you guys big up so much, and he didn't make first, second, or third team, and he wasn't in the MVP talk at all, you guys are nasty. You guys are nasty because if you take Donovan Mitchell off of that team, I promise you they're not the same team. And I don't even think you can put another player in there and they will be the same team, except like KD, like, of course, LeBron, like those type guys. But I'm talking about D-Book, Dale, no. Jason Tatum, no. I'm not buying it. So let's keep moving forward. 11, Paul George.
I'm not mad at that.
11, Paul George. 12, Trae Young. 13, Steph Curry. 14, Russell Westbrook. 15, Jokic. 16, D. Lillard. 17, Klay Thompson. 18, of course, Zach LaVine. 19, Jimmy Butler. 20, Julius Randle. 21, Chris Middleton. 22, Joel Embiid. 23, Rudy Gobert. 24, Draymond Green. 25, Ja Morant. And then I have 26 through 30, D-Book, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Zion Williamson. So that's out of the top 25, but those were not honorable mentions. Those are just guys. And I was consistent throughout this entire list.
Can you forgive me for a second? Was Luka Doncic on that list?
Luka Doncic came in at 6.
He was number 6. He was
All
6.
right.
I have a question. What number was Giannis? What number is Giannis?
Giannis is 3.
3?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ralph.
His list is not bad. The only people I would switch Chris Middleton and Julius Randle. I believe they both are important to their team. But what Chris Middleton brings to the team is more than what Julius Randle brings to the Knicks, i.e. the playoffs. So I'm
not mad at that.
This is coming from a Knicks fan. You feel me? I'm not being biased. It's coming from a Knicks fan. I feel like Chris Middleton, what he did in the playoffs, should be higher than Julius Randle because he balled all season, but when the playoffs came, one showed out and one.
Yeah, but if
one
Giannis
turned into a left-hand bandit.
If Julius Randle had Giannis, that's why I had to put Chris Middleton as low as I did, because I'm like, you have the impact of Giannis. Chris, if you went to your own team, you wouldn't be on this list at all. So that's why it's like, and I don't know why people are mad that Embiid is, I have Embiid at 22. They're not making the playoffs. I don't think they are. I don't know who they're getting for Ben Simmons, but they're not making the playoffs. Who are they about to, who do you trade from that Cavs deal? Colin Sexton and Joel Embiid are making the playoffs? What are we talking about right now? You guys are about to piss me off. And I already used one F-bomb. Well, how is this list horrendous? Wait. What is Steph Curry? I have Steph Curry at 13.
We'll stay on Embiid. We'll stay on Embiid, bro. You gotta understand that Doc.
Okay. After the season, where do you rank Steph Curry?
Wait. Can we stay on Embiid though?
Got you.
You went through this whole thing about Embiid. You gotta understand, Doc Rivers made the playoffs with less talent around him. In the Western Conference. Remember when he was on the Clippers, when Chris Paul and Blake Griffin was out there, he was still making the playoffs. So you really don't think that Seth Curry, Embiid, Danik...
Dub, I can throw you a bone. 7th or 8th seed. 7 or 8, that's still an underachieving season for a guy that you guys are say MVP caliber.
I was saying that
Wait.
What?
If you finish 7th or 8th, you're trash. I mean, you're not trash. I mean, I won't put that, but for what you guys are saying... That's why Steph is 13. That's why Steph is 13, because it's like, okay, so what would you rate Steph after leaving after last year on impact the team? I literally gave you bozos the rules before, and I'm not calling you a bozo, Dub. I'm just saying I see the chat going crazy, and I'm on Dub right now.
That is going crazy right now.
I'm on Dub right now. Shaq about to be flamed. Okay, it says Shaq about to be flamed in the TikTok comments. First off, DK_NBA. What's new? Second off, it's so many undercover casuals in the TikTok comments. It's impressive. Third off, Dub, you're trying to tell me that Steph Curry impacted team was a top 10 player last year?
I mean, in March, bro, this man went off. That's the
no.
No.
Impact the team.
Yeah, most definitely. What are they gonna do with? How are they making the playoffs without Steph Curry? How are they? There's not a lot of people.
I forgot. No, I'm sorry. I forgot the first. My bad. I forgot the play-in. That's not the finish line for you guys. Usually it's the first round, but the play-in for some, that's a consolation prize. You said what?
They finished as an 8th seed.
Yes, Dub. No, wait, how did they finish as? Wait, Dub, how?
Your number one impact.
They finished as an 8th seed.
Also played in the play-in.
In what's your point? I'm talking about based off of going into this season. What's your point? He has a better team.
Why Steph?
Because Steph is waiting on Klay to get there, and I don't think Steph, Klay, and Draymond are getting past.
I don't want to do this.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can't bring up Steph making the play, and then you have
okay. Wait. Okay. Just okay.
Because he made the play.
Steph. Okay.
Who's is your number one, and he was the play also.
Who's going further this year? Golden State Warriors or LA Lakers?
We had this conversation already.
I'm asking you right now. Let's play the yes or no game. All you got to do is answer with one word answers. Who's going further? Golden State.
I'll give it to the Lakers, but I think they could meet up in the Western Conference Finals.
Okay, so with the healthy Kawhi back,
is healthy. And
with the it's so many what ifs, and that's the thing.
With the healthy Kawhi and the healthy Klay, I still have the Warriors.
You have the Warriors over the Clips.
I don't believe in the Clippers.
And a healthy play, I still have the Warriors.
I don't believe in the Clippers.
Okay, I'm not mad at that because I don't either.
I don't even believe in Kawhi.
Yeah, I don't believe. But you guys are saying, okay, Luka's here at 6. So who you got with the Mavs and Golden State? And we got the footage from last episode, so this should be an interesting take.
How do you have? So if we're gonna go into next year, right?
Yo, JD, I honestly don't know what Shaq is doing right now.
Wait, the Warriors are definitely.
Dale, who do you have?
Definitely making the
Mavs
playoffs.
or Warriors?
Warriors.
Is Klay healthy?
Yes. So how is this? Look at what with the predicament that we're in. Luka's never beat the Clips. We don't believe in the Clips, but when it comes to the Clips and Warriors, you can definitively say that the Warriors are going to win. But I asked you about Luka in the Mavs with a much worse team than the Clips, and you sit here and say, I don't know.
Warriors are tougher to guard than the Clippers, I think.
They're way more tougher to guard. They have Steph and they have a health. What I don't understand what's going on right now.
So Steph and Klay.
Hold on, the way Shaq caked for Steph, caked for Klay, it's insane. But right now he's trying to negate that. Like I'm confused.
I put Klay on here at 17. I mean, I'm just not gonna.
It's not about where you put the list. It's what you're trying to do.
No. Because when I think of Steph, Klay, and Draymond, I think of you guys may have gotten lucky, and the jury's still out on that. That's what I think about. That's what I think about. Your team is not as strong as when you were lucky. You have an older Iguodala. You don't have Harrison Barnes. I start to look at the team composition, and I say, Klay, you coming back from an injury. You're my guy. You'll always be my guy. But I'm the only person caping for Klay, so clearly I'm wrong because when everybody's against Shaq, they're always right and Shaq's wrong. So don't try to use that argument against me now, but everything else that I say is not valid. But when I cape for Klay, that's valid all of a sudden. And I should take that into consideration.
LeBron? When you cape for Klay, no one has ever said anything wrong about that. Not a soul on this show.
That's not, wait, what?
Ever.
I sit here.
One of the most best secondary, like not secondary, complimentary.
Only thing we came was when you said Klay was a playmaker. That's it.
No. I've literally come on this show and try to say Klay is much more such a valuable piece than other players, and I got laughed off the show. On TikTok, I got laughed at again. Oh, you're taking Klay Thompson over Jason Tatum? Yes, that's why Jason Tatum's at the bottom here, buddies. Because what is Jason Tatum doing for me next? I didn't put anybody that was a 7 seed. I'm just trying to figure out where I went wrong. You guys want me to put Steph in the top 10 because of the player he is, or what is he going to do for his team? It's so many question marks. His team is
going to be tough this year.
So did Steph finish top 13 last season?
Yes.
Based off of what?
Based off, bro, what you mean? He's the only reason why they were even in the playing. They finished as an 8th seed.
So I should penalize.
In the month of March, he went crazy.
So I should penalize other players because, okay, so then Bradley Beal should be on here? Top 10? You guys sit here and Dub. Wait a second. Dub. You know you're about to get sauteed right now. I've literally sat here for show after show. I'm championing you, Dub. You out here calling out the empty stat guys. You called out Bradley Beal, said he's one of the most overrated seasons in the history of the NBA. That's what you said. Yes. It's on TikTok for the people to see. Yes. But when Steph Curry does something very similar, I'm not saying it's the same, but very similar. You can't sit here and say Bradley Beal didn't help them get to the playoffs when Steph did.
You want to know the difference? Russell Westbrook. Westbrook to me was the most important person to them making the playoffs. Steph Curry was the most important player to making the Warriors a playoff team.
Okay, but that makes sense though.
Would you move Julius Randle up because without the Knicks?
I hate Julius Randle game. I hate his game.
But that's why you guys are hurting right now.
One was a play-in and one was a 4th
seed. Don't act like Julius Randle was over here putting the whole team on his back. That team was a pretty good constructed team.
To your point, Russell Westbrook was the difference, and that's why one made the playoffs and one made the play-in. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can account for Russell Westbrook being there. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But Steph still did it's still the same impact on both teams. And you sit here and tell me that Steph is like, this isn't talent list. This isn't individual performance. This isn't why am I wasting my time with empty stats lists.
No, see the way I'm looking at the Warriors this year, bro. Like I'm kind of liking the Warriors team.
No,
They
you're
signed
not.
Avery
I just
Bradley.
okay. Who?
Yes, I am. They
Okay.
signed Avery Bradley. They got Callaway, and they got one more signing. I can't remember who it is.
Dub.
They got
brought up Avery Bradley.
Avery Bradley's nice. What you talking about?
He is nice, but he's had his woes since he disrespected LeBron in the bubble. His career will probably never be the same. That's nasty.
We'll see. I like the team they have right now. I really do. I feel as if once Klay comes back, I think Klay will be. Listen, I mean, it's not hard. It's not as much stress to get hurt doing what Klay Thompson does. He's a spot up shooter who plays defense. So I'm sitting here like, Klay Thompson gonna come back healthy, bro. I like that team a lot. I really do.
The MVP at 15, we're not about like that was the easiest slot that I filled out in the whole list. Because what is Jokic? He won MVP, but as far as impact to the team and trajectory in the playoffs, where are they going? Where are the Nuggets going in this stacked West? I'm basing this off of all the arguments that you guys made. I'm sitting there like, oh, Dub's going to agree with me here because this is the same argument he's made on the show plenty of times. Oh, Dale's going to agree with me here. This is the same argument he's made plenty of times. Oh, Rail, I heard he was in Clubhouse cooking. He should agree with me too. And he has. He just said he'll switch Julius Randle and Chris Middleton. But for the people in the back, I'll give you the list one more time. We got Bron, KD, Giannis, Anthony Davis, James Harden, Luka Doncic, Kawhi, Kyrie at 8. And Kyrie at 8 makes so much sense to me because how important he is to his team is unbelievable. Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Paul George. And you guys don't like to give Chris Paul his flowers. I'm giving him his flowers because they're not in the finals. They're just not. Injuries or not. If you take Chris Paul out of that equation, the Suns are out in the first. Paul George at 11. Paul George is so pivotal at 11 with Kawhi. We could all agree here. Paul George is much more important than Jason Tatum heading into next season, correct?
Bro,
I'll give
what
you that.
are you talking about?
So important to his team. I'll give you that because.
Are you joking me?
No, he's
so
gonna
the
be
best
playing...
player on a team is not the more important than the second best player on a team.
This is
wait a minute.
No, Kawhi's in front of him. Kawhi's at 7. Kawhi's at 7.
Yeah, okay.
I have Kawhi at 7. Kawhi's the one that said he's coming back next year. That's the reason he signed with the Clips because he wants to make it to the playoffs next year. That's why he's so important on this list because if he is healthy.
Who are you arguing with, me or Doug?
Wait a second, because Legend of Winning is here. We're talking about Kawhi right now. I think you got 100K views on the Kawhi slander of when I said Kawhi is not top 10. I literally made this list pitting you guys, all your arguments against my own arguments. This is just common sense. You guys said Kawhi's that guy. He's the playoff killer. He's going to do all of these things. So in my mind, he's going to come back and be the freaking Terminator. So I got him at 7. So Kawhi at 7 and Paul George at 11 is very, very important in this list because these are the guys. They got to put out Luka together. And Luka can beat the Golden State Warriors. You guys are so ass backwards. It's incredible. But okay, let's keep going.
Wait, no.
Trae Young
go back to Paul George being more important to the Clippers than Tatum being.
Or Steph Curry. He has him over Steph Curry.
Wait, how
that
was
makes
Paul?
No sense, Shaq.
How does that not make sense? In tandem with Kawhi, he's more important.
Going into next season, it makes sense because the starting of the season, Kawhi Leonard will not be there, but Jason Tatum and Curry will be there in the start of the season.
It is going to be
more sense.
It's going to be the empty stat carnival for a lot of these guys next year. Ja Morant, D-Book, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday. I mean, Zion. It's about to be the empty stat carnival, and that's why they're not top 25. This is I literally listed off the rules to this. You guys are sitting here. Okay, so where should Steph be?
No. Let me just ask you a question though. Kawhi's already out. He's not here at the beginning. So, but Paul George and Steph is starting on the team. Take Steph off, right, and take Paul George off. Whose impact is hurt more?
What do you mean? Right now, without?
Yes,
I think it's equal. I don't think the Clips. Wait. So you're telling me the Clips are making the playoffs without Paul George?
I didn't say make the playoffs. I think the Clippers are a better team.
What are we arguing that they're going to be 14th and 15th? And what are we talking about?
All right, you take Paul George.
Who's better? You gave me a one-word answer.
I don't care who. This isn't that list. I don't care.
Oh no, you take Paul George off the Clippers. Who's gonna step up? Zubac? Reggie Jackson's gonna carry them.
You take Steph Curry. Who's gonna step up?
Dale.
Exactly.
Dale, you want to argue
about Klay Thompson?
But that's why he's saying they're equal, because you take both of them off. Who's gonna carry you? Andrew Wiggins?
But I think the Clippers
Zubac?
have a bet. I think the Clippers
have a better chance to finish 13, 14, 15. Congratulations. What are we talking about right now?
Nick Batum
Dale,
is
just
gonna take
answer
off?
the question. This is what we're talking about. Yo, Dale.
I gotta agree with Dell, bro. Their team is better without
Bro,
their stars, bro. They are.
And of course, I agree with
They
Dell.
got
Let me
Eric
ask,
Bledsoe as well.
where are the Clippers finishing without Paul George, and where are the Warriors finishing
That's
without
all I'm
Steph Curry?
asking.
And
Bro,
let's say
bro,
that's the entire
One
season.
might finish.
Yo,
one might finish 14. One might finish 15. They're gonna finish the same.
Yo, real. Go take the Coca-Cola and the Sprite out your refrigerator and tell me if it looks the same. What the hell are we talking about right now? You guys are sitting here arguing with me about who's gonna finish last in the freaking West if you take their star player off. And then if you leave them both on, they're battling for a play-in spot. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why do you guys want to argue and talk about this right now? What does taking off Steph and Paul George off of the teams have to do with anything? What are you guys talking about right now?
It's based on what you just said, though.
Based off of what I just said, if you take them both off, they're going to be battling for last place. What are we talking about? Why do you want to discuss that right now?
I'm going to tell you why. Because I think Steph's impact is bigger. So he should be above Paul George. That's why.
I can make a revision because I'm not like these other guys. Okay, to make you happy, Dale, because these are all you guys' arguments against me.
Don't get bullied into changing.
No, I'm not bullied. I'm telling you, they're both so interchangeable that they can be switched. Steph at 11. Wait, where's Steph on your list, Dale?
Oh, you have it. It's in the. Hold on. She's pretty high.
Wait, but hold on,
Legend.
Shaq,
I literally said based off of importance to his specific team, where I think the team will finish in the rankings. And Legend, you're saying that Steph is a top 5 player going into next year. I promise you, Luka's more important to those Dallas Mavs than Steph is to the Golden State Warriors.
That's a better argument.
That is a way better
I'm literally using all you got. Yo, fans.
But you see,
Players' Choice Originals and hold on. Players' Choice Regulars.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm literally pitting them against themselves with all of these arguments. These are the things that you guys have been arguing with me for. I put AD at 4. That's the same reason I put, because AD and LeBron are both pivotal to their championship success.
So
what are we talking about?
Can I clarify?
I have Steph at 2, by the way.
And
Steph Curry at 2 is the empty stats carnival like you've never seen it before.
Jack, I need clarity
JD, take
on
it away.
Your list wasn't the top 25 best players, was it? It
was
the top 25, the most impact. That's what it was.
No, going into next year.
Because Dell's list isn't comparable to yours. Because I was going to ask Dell to give his top 10, but
why do I care about why do I care about a list like that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wait, my list and Shaq's list is the same. He just have 25 players. I have 10.
I know, but yours not the best players going into next year? Shaq's is the players he thinks are the most important.
Did you ask me the same questions?
Oh wait, that was the.
Right. He said, who do I think is going to be like the top 10 best players going into next year?
Right. Shaq's was like based on impact. So
no, it's what everybody should be based off. What are we sitting here making a fairy tale list for? Oh, Steph's going to be second in the league next year because he's going to average 33 points and not make the playoffs if Klay doesn't come back. That's fun to you guys? These are the lists that you want to scratch my list. Okay, let's put Giannis at 1 because he's going to have better stats than everybody. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's put Jokic right after him. Let's put KD at 3 because I think Jokic had better stats than KD last year if we're doing this list right now. If this is the list we're going to do, no. How I'm changing the narrative because this is what you guys say is fun. I did this for you guys and then I come here and you guys bash me. JD, I put Luka 6 for you. I put... Dale, I put KD at 2 over Giannis for you, and you telling me
I'm not arguing with you. And
then Lost Tubby I can argue Curry at 1. This is nasty.
I don't like Curry at 1.
This is nasty.
Low Bucket says Steph is 2.
I don't know. I don't even have Ben Simmons on here. I don't know.
All right,
because he don't have a team.
All right, Dell. Give us your top 10 going into next year.
My top 10 players, impact, whatever, going into next season. I got KD 1, Steph 2, Giannis 3, James Harden, Damian Lillard, Luka Doncic, same as 6 as Shaq, Anthony Davis 7th, Joel Embiid 8th, Jason Tatum 9th, Devin Booker 10th.
Okay, so we're talking about D-Book that's not making it out the first round next year, and we're talking about Jason Tatum that's going to be in the play-in next year. Who else did you? And we can talk about Steph that potentially they could make it to the semis. I'll give you that.
Hold on, and LeBron's not even in there.
W list, you guys are nasty.
No, whoa, W list. How's that a W list? LeBron's not in there.
No, he's not. Hold on. So time out. Shaq.
I can't get around LeBron not being in the top. Like, I'm sitting here waiting to be convinced. I promise you I'm all ears.
No, it's not about convinced. I'm gonna go from your last take, what you just said. Your list was based on people you said they might like impact playoff, they're making playoffs, right? That's why you gave Chris Paul his flowers, et cetera, et cetera.
Spotify, I'm smiling right now. They'll do not do this right now.
At 10. That's what you did with Chris Paul. You put him at 10.
Okay.
So I put Devin Booker at 10 also. Then you say, you got Devin Booker at 10, who's going to be fighting for the playoffs, but he's on the same team as Chris Paul.
I never said I was mad at D-Book. It's so much wrong before that, but I do not think that D-Book, I don't think, how is D-Book more important than CP3? I'm just asking the question.
And that's a fact.
How is D-Book more important than CP3?
How is he, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, how is he more important?
Did CP
die? No, he's still alive and he's playing for the team. He's still on the roster. He's not injured.
Okay.
And that's why Devin Booker cannot be top 10. He's not the most important.
But CP can be top 10. Do the Suns get there where they're going without Devin Booker?
No, not out of my mind. But they're not at that position. They're not at that position without CP3.
When I look at CP and Devin Booker at this stage, just how it was. I think Devin Booker. That's why Devin Booker couldn't win MVP because of CP, and that's why CP couldn't win it because of Devin Booker.
Wait, but I got Dev at 26 only, and everybody in front of him is literally the
focal
point of the team.
Hold up, Shaq.
You did a top 25.
Yeah. Look, I can name off my 15 through 25 to 25 for you right now. You're not telling me that Devin Booker is more important than Ja Morant. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry.
You don't want to buy it, but he is.
Because they're both first round. They're both first round exits. Both of them.
Wait, hold on, Shaq.
You can't say that.
And Ja Morant has less help.
Is Chris Paul a first round exit?
Dell.
You're gonna say that. You're gonna say about that about CP3 and Devin Booker. Then what about LeBron and Anthony Davis?
A lot of these guys are first round exits.
You said what?
You're gonna say that about Devin Booker and CP3? How they're
because
just as
Russell Westbrook is there. That's why.
Oh my God. It's LeBron James.
LeBron is not the same. Dub, look, as a 22-year-old who saw LeBron this far, you have to accept it. He's not the same.
Bro, just last year. Don't get me wrong. Go ahead, bro.
No, 2 years ago.
Go ahead, Rel.
Dale, it's yep.
LeBron is not the same, but he's 36, putting up 27 and 7. That's some people MVP. That's some people best seasons
in their life.
He put up 27, 7 and 7. That's some people.
And you don't want to know. And you don't want to know about bubble season because it really got disgusting that season when he led the league in assists.
That was his number last year.
Yes, that was his number last year. It's 27, 7 and 7.
Dale, what I'm confused about
was talking about LeBron as an MVP last year before he got hurt. They was really talking about him.
And then he took a long hiatus, got back, and then he wasn't the same.
Dale, can I ask one question? Dale, can I ask you one question? I just have one question.
Sure.
Like, you love the if you take the player off game. That's your favorite game on this show.
I'm
more of a fan. I'm more of a fan of yes or no. I'm more of a fan of yes or no and one word answer game. I like those games, but you like the if you take a player off. I'm not mad at that. I'm about to tickle your fancy. So if you take LeBron off the Lakers and you take KD off of the Brooklyn Nets, which team is better?
The Lakers.
No. Come on.
Are you guys drunk?
Kyrie and James Harden? Come on.
So with that logic, you better think that, okay. then you better definitively say that the Lakers. Okay, you better say.
I wish I was.
You guys are nuts.
You better say that the Lakers are winning it all. Then you better say that the Lakers are winning it all.
Listen.
Are the Lakers winning the championship?
Listen.
If healthy.
I've been saying this whole time. I think Anthony Davis and AD is a better fit.
Who?
Than LeBron James and Russell Westbrook.
Hold on, you said
him and AD is a bet. I've said that every time.
No, you said Anthony Davis and AD. You mean Westbrook and AD?
That Westbrook team is not making it past that Warriors team that you guys love. Gonna struggle with the Mavs. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about right now?
Well, one thing I would say is I do believe the way the Lakers is constructed with if LeBron sits down with AD and Westbrook, that team is able to.
I don't think that, but I just don't think they make it to the finals in their own conference to even play the Nets.
You're talking about Russ and AD, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Take Braun off the Lakers is a better team with this.
Okay, let's put them back. Who's the better team?
If you ask me about last year's roster, then we have a conversation.
Let's put them back. Let's put them back
on
there.
How can you even make that assumption without even seeing the Lakers play together first? How can you even make that assumption? How can you make that assumption without even seeing the Lakers play first? We've seen the Nets play.
Let's put them back on their teams. Who's the better team?
Hold on, you saying how can he make that assumption? Westbrook made Steven Adams look like a dominant big man. So what you think he's gonna do with
nobody ever looked at Steven Adams as a dominant big man. Nobody ever thought that.
All right, me and you be in Clubhouse. They say and they tell me and you.
And I don't agree with that at all completely. I think Steven Adams played well, but a dominant big man, no.
Dale, I promise you, this is episode 60, and I've never been thrown for a loop. So answer the question. Who is better, the Brooklyn Nets or Los Angeles Lakers with both of their teams
I'm taking the Brooklyn Nets.
There's no way KD's that much better than LeBron. How? Even if you say that he's better.
Yo,
let me guess. You like Giannis on the Lakers, huh? Instead of LeBron. That'd be you picking that team to three-peat.
You see, what you're not understanding, bro, it's about fit, bro. It's about fit. That's it. If you take KD off Brooklyn and Bron off the Lakers, I think the Lakers still have a dominant figure in Russ who's going to be able to honestly play like a LeBron in a way, be a leader and get everybody involved the same way. Kyrie and you guys are not even taking Kyrie and James over Steph and Clay, and you're telling me they could beat AD and Russ.
So
LeBron.
I
wouldn't be mad at picking that.
The Lakers should trade LeBron, I'm assuming, if they want to win a championship.
Who would you take? AD and Russ versus Clay and Steph.
Clay and Steph or AD and Russ?
I'm taking Clay and Steph.
I'll have to take Steph and Clay. Definitely. Without a doubt in my mind. I'm picking Kyrie and James Harden as well.
You taking Kyrie and James over
right now.
I'm not taking that.
Yes. Without a doubt in my mind. Without a doubt in my mind.
All right.
How aren't you?
For one, homie can't even play home games right now. So why you taking it?
Low. I'm not low. You gotta come on the show because I'm not letting you get this. This is fan friendly. Legend of Winning's top 15. That's fan friendly.
I got you. Legend of Winning's top 15 right now is Giannis, Durant, LeBron, Curry, Jokic, Embiid, Luka, Dame, AD, Harden, Paul George, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Kyrie Irving.
It's no way Donovan Mitchell is over Tatum when he was just literally the number one seed. I think on better splits except for the 3-point shot over Tatum, and they finished in the first round. And D Mitchell was a number one seed. I mean, you have them next to each other, so I'm not mad at that. Trae Young at 14, not mad at that. Paul George at 12 in front of all of them, not mad at that. But Jokic at 5 because he's MVP. What does he do for me? Steph at 4. If the Cards play, Clay comes back healthy. Maybe.
Okay. My thing about Joker is that if you take him off and you leave Jamal Murray on there, they making playoffs or at least out the first round.
I don't argue about Joker. I'm just not a fan.
No, I'm asking Shaq.
I'm a huge fan of Jokic. I just hate his team. That's why when I put him on this list.
All right. So this is a good segue
nasty.
because the next topic is the most important players on these teams heading into this season. So it's great segue. This topic was inspired by Austin Jones from Instagram. So the 8 teams we have are the Lakers, the Clippers, the Bulls, Nets, Bucks, Miami Heat, Pelicans, and the Phoenix Suns.
Let's please go one by one. I gotta hear Dale's takes on all of these.
Wait, what? Go again. And
I'm gonna go through each team individually, and then you'll give me the most important players on those teams going into the season. So we'll start with the Lakers.
Okay.
Dale?
Who's the most important? Yeah.
And Anthony Davis.
Players.
No. Just one. Just choose one. Just choose one. Just one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that. All right. Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard.
Bulls.
Zach LaVine.
Nets.
Kevin Durant.
Bucks. Please say Drew Holiday.
Chris Middleton.
Yo, come on.
Miami Heat.
Come on. I know you're playing, bro. I know you're playing. Look at that.
You gotta be consistent around the whole thing. You gotta be consistent throughout the whole thing if you're gonna do that.
What's the next? Who's next?
The Miami Heat.
Oh my God.
Kyle Lowry.
The Pelicans.
Who cares?
The Phoenix Suns.
They're honestly, I think they're the same. I'll go Dev, Chris. I'll take Dev for this list. Devin Booker.
All right, Rel, you ready?
Yeah.
Lakers.
I have Westbrook and AD.
Clippers.
I have Reggie Jackson and Paul George.
Bulls.
I have Lonzo and Vucevic.
Nets.
That's a good two.
I have Kyrie and James.
Bucks.
I have Middleton and Greek.
Miami.
Miami, I actually have 3. I have Oladipo, Kyle Lowry, and Bam.
Pelicans.
Bam is a good one.
The Pelicans, I have it's between Zion and Brandon Ingram, honestly.
Dub. Lakers.
We're just what?
Oh my God.
Dub, you're not gonna say anything?
Bro, I'm trying, like, yo,
you just gonna what?
Listen to me.
I understand your logic. I hate it. I hate the logic. I understand it. For some teams, yes, but every team, no.
Jimmy Butler is not at least in the top 3. Are you crazy?
No. Listen to me.
Lowry is more important than
all right, let him get this off.
And Jimmy Butler.
Let him get it off. Go ahead, Ralph.
No. Listen to me. The reason I have, because I feel like the players that I left out, like Jimmy Butler, he's a steady player. So you understand what he's going to bring. You don't know how Kyle Lowry.
Yo, honestly though, that's a great take. That's a great take though.
Yo, Jordan, mute me. This is nasty. I am asking for the mute button because I can't. Dealt with the co-sign. I can't.
You telling me? Hold on. As a Heat fan, if Kyle Lowry just goes onto your team and he plays trash, you're gonna be okay with it.
I'm with Kyle Lowry with the Heat. I'm with, but all right, Dub, you go.
The reason I have Oladipo, I'm going off the bench. When he will apply to the bench, if they need that help, when he will apply to the bench. I'm not going
Oladipo.
So Oladipo is this trash player because you just brought up Avery Bradley you brought up Avery Bradley.
It's gonna be Tyler Hero leading that.
That's a good point. That was nasty, Dub.
You brought up Avery Bradley for the Warriors, but now I bring up Oladipo to help your team, and now it's Oladipo.
So son, but you're putting these people over Jimmy Butler.
Bro, we understand what Jimmy Butler is going to.
But this is why this is why Dub is mad. He's not saying he's better than Butler.
I'm not talking about who's better. I'm talking about who's going to what is helping the team? What would help?
What's the most important piece for that team to be a
The
contender?
most important piece then was PJ Tucker. None of that else.
It
was
PJ Tucker.
Yes.
What?
We needed a 4.
Dub,
Okay,
go.
okay.
Dub, go.
Last
Please.
year-
Please.
last
Dub,
year-
go.
Wait,
That
hold
was-
on, hold on. Y'all said I needed a what?
No, last year we needed a 4. We did not have a steady 4 all
Okay,
year
wait,
long.
stop, hold
So
on.
if you want to talk
I
about
needed
that
a- hold
with
on.
that logic, if you want to talk
Stop.
about use
No,
that
no,
logic,
stop,
then
Dub. Hold
we
on,
gonna
hold
say
on.
PJ Tucker.
Hold on. Stop. Just stop right there.
No.
Stop. You said you needed a 4 and y'all got PJ Tucker. And PJ Tucker started with the Bucks, but you said Giannis was the 4.
Giannis, I don't even know where the hell they was playing. I think PJ Tucker was the 3, right?
Because my
PJ
man
Tucker was the
JD
3.
drafted Giannis at the 3 and you got mad. And I told you who was the 4 in that lineup. And you got mad that JD picked Giannis, but now y'all needed a 4 and y'all got
Oh,
PJ
you
Tucker.
gonna bring this up? This is where you're going with it. This is where you're going with it. Okay, now I see where you're going with it.
I have
see
never
where
seen a
this man, PJ
podcast
Tucker,
pillage
this man, PJ
themselves
Tucker-
the way
hold
we're
on, hold
doing
on.
right now.
Hold on,
We
this man,
climbed
PJ
all the
Tucker-
way up to episode 61
hold
to
on,
die
hold on, hold
here.
dive.
I
Nah,
made this
PJ
doc. I
Tucker.
should
I
have knew
know
better.
what I see where
JD,
you
I got your back, bro.
I see where
Thanks,
you're
brother.
going. I see where you're going, Dale. I see where you're going. PJ Tucker ran the 5. Tucker ran the 4.
Put
PJ
that
Tucker
squirrel
ran the
suit
3.
on and take a
But at
leap
the
off
end
the
of the
mountain,
day,
baby.
listen, when we look at PJ Tucker, what are we gonna consider him as?
Yo, just do your list. Bro.
What are we gonna consider him as? A 4, right? A 4. Giannis, we gonna include him at. Why are we even going back to this? I don't even want to talk about this.
You're getting a
You
bunch of
started.
casual.
You're
You're getting a bunch of casual emotes, Dub. You may be an undercover casual. I don't know. The jury's out.
That's why
I
he's
don't
got the
know.
hoodie on right now. He's
I
trying
don't.
to hide.
No. Y'all just got me mad with that. Y'all getting
No,
like, come on now.
bro.
Like, come on now.
Here you go, Dub.
Go ahead.
This is what you're gonna get next week.
A casual cap. I'll buy.
All right.
I'm gonna buy now.
Lakers,
LeBron.
Clippers,
Kawhi.
Bulls,
Zach LaVine.
Nets,
KD.
Bucks,
Giannis.
Heat,
Jimmy.
Pelicans,
Zion.
Suns.
CP3.
You guys are mad.
But
You
my
guys are
question is, why
insane. You guys are insane.
Your
most-
your best player is your most important player, no matter what. I don't care
That's
what y'all
not
say.
true.
Yes,
That's
it is.
not
No, it's
true.
not.
It's the
How
the
is-
best
On the
player.
Warriors, on the
Not if
Warriors,
they're
Steph
clockwork.
was
Yo,
on
bro.
the Warriors, Steph made that ran more than KD was, and KD was their best player.
If they're
Listen,
dependable,
listen.
then they shouldn't be on this list. If you can depend on somebody to do what they're
That's-
supposed to do, then they're
that's
not the most
all-
important player.
That's all we were saying. When you play with a team, the best player, you understand what he's going to bring. It's the pieces around him that
It's
needs to
the
help.
X factors.
It's
Oh
the
my
pieces
God.
around
Yeah,
him
but
to
you
help.
guys are
All
picking
right,
horrible X factors.
all right.
All right,
All
so
right,
we're
Dub,
gonna
look at it like
I
this.
don't
You
think
a
it's
Heat
horrible X
fan.
factors.
Hold on. You a
Chris
Heat fan.
Middleton closed
You would
out
be
more
you would be
games in
frustrated.
the playoffs than Giannis did.
Look,
Didn't
you a
he?
Heat
Yes or
fan.
no? Let's be honest now. He
Yo.
closed out most games in the playoffs than Giannis did. Giannis
Hold on.
closed out game.
What?
Hold on,
Okay,
don't
how
get
do
me
I get
wrong.
to?
Hold up,
wait.
pause.
How do I
Hold
get
up,
to
wait,
that
wait.
point, Dale? How do I get to that point? I've already brought up the McDonald's scenario here. I've already brought it up. If I'm ordering at McDonald's in the drive-thru, I'm just
Hold
supposed to
up.
negate everything
Hold
that's
up.
going on in the
No, no,
back
no,
and then the
no.
person
Hold
that
up.
hands me my food. Bravo, you did it all. Thanks, big
Dub,
guy.
look
Thanks
at it
for
like
handing me
this.
my
Look
food.
at it like
I
this.
see
No,
where y'all
Giannis
going.
literally.
You
I
a
see
Heat
where y'all
fan.
going.
Yo,
No,
yo,
no, no. I
yo,
see where
chill,
y'all
chill.
going. I see where y'all going with this. If this topic was the most important X factor, the X factor team, okay, I can see where y'all going with this. But we're talking about the most important player on a team. You cannot sit here and tell me that the best player on your team is not your most important player. JD, who's the most important player on your team?
Come on, bro. There's only one player
It's
on my
Luka
team.
Doncic, right?
Because there's only one
Who's the
player on
most
my team.
important team? Who's the most important player on the Atlanta Hawks? Trae Young. Who's the most important
all right,
person? Who's the most important person on the Golden State Warriors? Steph Curry. It's as simple as that. If you want to get
Jordan,
into
can you mute? Can you mute them and I can get my
understand you.
get
Go ahead,
my.
Shaq.
You know,
I'm
yo,
finna-
honestly, for the Hawks, I could throw a Clint Capella in there as importance as well, though.
Go ahead,
Please,
Shaq.
little high
please, just
praise.
end it,
Go
ahead,
Jordan.
Shaq.
Please,
Go
because
ahead,
I
Shaq.
can't. I
just
can't.
wanna-
I
just
can't.
wanna
All right, let's go.
ask- I just
Let's
wanna
go.
ask, if you understand what Jimmy Butler's gonna come into the league and do. Now, let's say Kyle Lowry be's a bum all season. Bam be a bum all season. You're not gonna be frustrated with them?
Most definitely, I will.
So this is why we're saying
but
that.
This is why you lean on your stars. This is why you lean on your stars to carry that load if somebody else is struggling. Go ahead, Shaq. Go ahead,
I don't
Shaq.
know what's
I don't want to
gotten
go back
into you
it.
today. I don't know if the Monstars came and took your powers. I don't know what's happening. But we need to find that basket. No, yes, you too. I don't know if it's the rail feature. I don't know what's going on today.
It's the heat.
Real, I don't know if you're bringing this out of them.
All right, I got you, Shaq. Let's go. Lakers. Most important. Lightouts asking what we're talking about. We're talking about the most important players on these teams that I'm listing off heading into the season. So starting with the Lakers.
I don't even know if I want to defend my answers because I'm exhausted. But Russell Westbrook on that team and I'll tell you why. Bron and AD have already won a championship. So to beat the Nets and to overcome that strong West, you're going to have Russ playing the right way. And I think he's the most important factor.
I could go with Russ.
I mean, you need AD healthy too, but I mean, I don't feel like AD can have season-ending injuries back-to-back, and if he does, then that's nasty out of AD. But if Russ goes out there playing wonky and can't make threes, then what are we even talking? They're not going to be able to beat a lot of teams.
Clips.
The Clips, Kawhi coming back off of his injury. That's the most important situation there.
I thought Paul George was the most important.
No, I had Kawhi. Did you not listen to my list? I had Luka at 6 for you.
Go ahead. I need to find my charger.
Bulls.
Bulls. DeMar scares me. He really does. DeMar scares me. I feel like Zach LaVine has to have a crazy season, but DeMar scares me. He just does. He scares the hell out of me. But I'm gonna go Zach LaVine. DeMar, you still scare me though.
Nets.
Okay.
This is
so we're 3 for 3.
Wait, I don't understand how you guys are coming from how is Kyrie Irving not literally the most important piece when he was literally last playoffs the most important piece? That's why they didn't win the championship, and you guys are sitting here saying Kevin Durant. Please explain that to me.
I can easily explain it to you.
I put Kyrie there though.
If James Harden was healthy and Kyrie was hurt, they would have been fine.
Wait, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that James Harden didn't do okay. I'm blown away. Dale, you're taking an injured James Harden over health. You're taking that James Harden over Jimmy Butler. What are we talking about right now?
You said what?
You're taking that injured James Harden over Jimmy Butler in that situation. And you're gonna lose. And you're gonna lose. And you're gonna lose. And you're gonna lose.
Not taking that James Harden. He wasn't moving, bro. He wasn't moving. You saw it, bro. Stop.
Listen, Kyrie's health, along with his off-the-court antics in the COVID vaccination, he is literally the most important piece to this Nets team. How is it not him? He has the most question marks out of everybody on that roster. There's guys in the G League that's coming up. It's Swingman that has less question marks than him. What are we talking about right now? I'll finish this off.
I had Kyrie Irving there just because if he don't get vaccinated, he is playing in New York. He can't do any home games. So even if they get
Kyrie's
to the finals,
getting backs. He's getting backs. But the problem is, when hasn't there been some sideshow story about Kyrie in the last 2 years? But moving along, on the Bucks, I think it's Giannis, just because he holds so much gravity on that team that I think he can still make it far without a Chris Middleton, because I feel like the next man up will come in. They won't win a championship, but they can still be like formidable. I mean, I believe Giannis does enough. The Heat, I think it's Kyle Lowry. I just do, because there's so much on his shoulder. You guys, you literally told me that Kyle Lowry was such an amazing piece to the Heat. It has to be Kyle Lowry. If he doesn't show up, then I don't think they have any chance. I already don't think they have a chance. You guys keep saying that they're this scary team. I don't think they're scary. You didn't have Kyrie with the Nets.
That's the only one, I think.
But okay. What do you? No, you had Anthony Davis for the Lakers.
You picking Russell Westbrook is the same as me picking Anthony Davis, honestly. And yours might be a little more worse.
Did LeBron and Russ win a championship together? And just to piss you off, that KD and Russ won a championship together. That LeBron and AD already proven that they're a dynamic duo. So if you bring in another superstar, then he's the most questionable person here. It's like me, Dale. It's like me and you.
Not the one that's the most healthy all the time.
What do you mean?
Russ is gonna be on the floor.
I literally said I literally just said I don't think AD is going to get injured in back-to-back seasons. That's what I said. It's a crapshoot, but if I had to make that, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think his health is going to be an issue coming into this season.
Everybody on the Lakers know Anthony Davis.
AD literally had the shortest turnaround in NBA, I think, in offseason history of any sport. So of course, him getting banged up. Okay, AD, I'll give you a pass. You had a turnaround. You just won a championship. They threw you guys right back in the fire. You are so nasty, Dale. How is AD more important than Russell Westbrook's sanity on this team? Do you understand how much is on Russell Westbrook? Can you put Russell Westbrook? Can you take him off this team and they still win a championship?
You just said they proved it.
No,
you just said that.
No, I'm asking you a question. Exactly. So if you throw him into this, what do you think is going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Dale,
Shaq, I agree. I agree with you.
Okay, let me ask you a question right here, Shaq. Hold on, Dub. Let me ask you a question. Do you think just Russ and LeBron will win a championship?
No, and I don't think Russ and AD can either. So this point is negated, and I don't think Russ and KD can either because they tried and they failed.
It's not negated because both of them need AD to be the better team. That's why. But you never.
But you can't just remove Anthony Davis that I've spent max dollars on and not give me somebody else. So what are we doing here?
Listen. It's like this.
We're just doing.
If we going off of
removing and not adding.
If we going off of y'all logic,
hold up.
If we going off of this logic right here, then Russell Westbrook definitely is. Because if he doesn't produce, then they're not going to win. Rel, you said that the addition of Kyle Lowry was so important, right? So for you should be saying that Russell Westbrook is the most important piece to that puzzle for the Lakers. Who did you say?
No,
I said Westbrook and AD.
Oh, you did say Westbrook AD. My bad. You got it. I don't remember, bro. My bad.
It was Westbrook and AD. If Westbrook doesn't change his play style and AD stay healthy,
Russ is not changing his play style.
Jordan, you want to handle that? In the chat.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Lo for the 2 months, brother. Thank you for the sub.
Me and Jordan
with the
just
casual emote.
Me and Jordan are just here. Like it's just different.
Jack, it honestly kind of scares me how like connected our brains are.
Yeah.
Because you were my least favorite person.
And that was just a test to see what was going on, and you felt the temperature, and you. All right, we can move on though. We can move on.
What are we on the Pels? You said the Heat. You just said someone on the Heat. I thought.
Oh, on the Pelicans is Zion, and on the Suns is CP3 for me. And on the Heat, it's Kyle Lowry. I just can't.
All right. Moving on. Let's start with you, Dub. Top 3 most underachieving superstars of all time.
Fire topic.
Oh, man.
I'll say Vince Carter.
Vince is one.
Shit. Oh, my bad. I forgot to read this. Off the top of my head, I'll say Vince Carter. I can't even think of a lot.
That's crazy. I think I have to do it right.
It has to be Vince. I don't know if I'm.
Hold on, Shaq. Let him get his off.
Okay.
Hold on. Nah. Is Vince?
And pick one right now from this era, from that's a current player.
Oh, current player.
I meant to say that's the current Laker.
Shaq. I know who Shaq's going for. He's fishing here. He's fishing.
Underachieving.
Name rhymes with yellow.
I'm not saying Melo. Don't. I thought about Melo. I'm not saying Melo.
I'm not disrespecting Melo like that.
I will never say Melo. And I know where I'm going with that. Look at that. Melo has so much tough competition.
Dale, you're froze.
It's so great though.
I guess. Oh man, I hate. Nah. I can't. The only one I can think of is Vince Carter. Honestly, maybe T-Mac. I say T-Mac as well. Vince Carter and T-Mac.
T-Mac had injuries. Stop being nasty.
Then Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard? How would he underachieve?
Because that one's
because when he went to the Lakers and formed that super team, him and Kobe couldn't work things out. Then he went with James Harden.
You should go count how many times Dwight was first team All NBA.
I was gonna say you're wiping his Orlando years.
He had great Orlando years, but then after that, it was like, what did he do? And he had Kobe, he had James Harden and everything. And what did he do with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all.
I literally, Dwight's one of the biggest locks for Hall of Fame for a current player right now. Over Dame that you love to.
W, have VC and Dwight. Who's your third?
Wait, by underachieving, are we just talking about winning a championship?
I think players' choice
whatever
is just
underachieving
broken.
means to you.
Yeah, I think players' choice is just broken today. I don't know. I don't know. Dub, is Dame a Hall of Famer?
Borderline. I think he'll make it a couple more years down the line.
Is he an underachiever?
I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'll say Paul George is more of an underachiever than him.
What?
Is that your three, Dub?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Vince Carter, Dwight Howard, and then Paul George. Paul George is definitely way more underachieving than him.
Wait. But with Dwight, how did Dwight underachieve again?
Because in my mind, I see him. He played with Kobe. He played with James Harden, and he just couldn't make that thing work. And I'm sitting there in my mind, like, how couldn't you at least make a finals run with those guys?
So it's not on Kobe. It's not on anybody else. It's all on Dwight.
I blame. Well, for Kobe got injured that one year, but I mean, and then Dwight was injured as well. But still, it's like they didn't like each other at all. They couldn't make things work on the court. And then James Harden, I think James Harden and Dwight should have definitely at least made a finals run, but they did not.
So we just negate everything Dwight did at the beginning of his career?
Fun. He played great in the beginning of his career, and then what did he do after that?
So you're mad that
he played with great guards, and he didn't do anything with that.
So how you penalize Dwight like that, but you don't penalize for Karl Malone technically doing the same exact thing?
Well, Karl Malone was going up against MJ.
What about when he joined Gary Payton, Kobe, and Shaq?
I mean, that was an underachieving season. I wouldn't say that would just make him an underachieving player as a whole.
How is Karl Malone not an underachieving player, but Dwight is?
He went to back-to-back finals with John Stockton. And he lost to MJ.
Did Dwight not go to the finals without a superstar?
He went to the finals, but that was a pretty tough team. That was a deep team, and he beat your man LeBron as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, he did make it to the finals, but bro, he had Kobe, he had James Harden, and what did he do with that? He didn't do anything with that.
No, you're highlighting. I see what you're trying to do here, and it's really nasty. It's really nasty. I don't understand how Karl Malone can score all these points, have this entire career, never win a championship, and that's not a bigger underachievement than Dwight holding his own, making all these NBA first teams, going to the finals, and then once he left Orlando, of course things went south. But still, he played with one of the most cutthroat players of all time, and you know the stories between him and Kobe. That just wasn't a good situation. Him and James Harden. I don't know what you thought the ceiling for that was from the first place.
All I'm saying is that I look at Dwight Howard now. I'm sitting here like, bro, like with the way he started out his career. In my mind, I'm sitting here like, bro, you should have won a championship. You should have won. That's my mind. And I'm not putting Melo. I'm not putting Melo as underachieving because Melo had so much tough competition to go up against. Without a doubt in my mind. Especially when he was on the Nuggets. Did Dell leave?
We are not sure where he went.
Yeah, I'm currently waiting for Dell. I don't know what it is. I should be the one exhausted. I should be the one in here giving crazy takes. And Dub, I don't know what you're on.
I don't know what I'm on today.
Usually me and you were like, we're there, but today, like, it's a lot more people that underachieved than Dwight Howard.
Like who? Say it.
I mean, for starters, Charles Barkley and Karl Malone. I gotta go there. I gotta go there before I try to bash Dwight for. I mean, because if you give him a superstar in Orlando, then what?
I mean, but Charles made it to the finals as well.
And Legend, if you want the link to come up here to replace Dale, because clearly I don't think he's coming back, we can shoot you that link. I don't know if you're still in here. I don't know, man.
Who else you got?
I don't know. I got Vince.
Mm-hmm.
I got Vince. I got Vince. I got Charles. And I hate to say it right now, I probably got Russ, man. I hate it because I respect Russ so much, but I'm not giving. I got probably Russell Westbrook. He got the MVPs, he got the triple doubles, but as far as my expectations versus what's actually happened, like CP3 went to a finals. Can't hold that against him.
Are we closing the door on Dell here?
Maybe Dell came back and I just didn't see it in the waiting room.
It's been about 5 minutes. I just
No,
don't want him to. He'll get tight if he's just out. All right. Well, I'm sending this off.
Pew.
All right, Lo. All right, Rel. Who are your top 3 most underachieving superstars of all time?
Number 1 is Melo. Number 2 is Westbrook. Number 3 is Chris Paul. And I will argue with y'all all day about this Melo, because I do it all day on Clubhouse. So please tell me how he's not an unachieving superstar. Please tell me. Please tell me.
You want me to tell you?
No. Let me hold on.
Go ahead.
I understand. Hold on. Shaq is a basketball player. When you go out there and you don't play defense, your coach get mad at you?
I'm not holding that against Melo. I'll never hold that against him because I can sit there and pick and choose who doesn't play defense.
Okay. So y'all sitting here telling me that defense don't matter.
It does. It does matter. It does.
You're telling me creating for your team doesn't matter.
Creating offense?
Yes, for your team does not matter.
Yes, it matters.
This man Melo averages 2.8 assists for his career.
Mm-hmm. I just hate that that's the hat that we're hanging on his head. I feel like
So all right. He's this great scorer, right? He's this ultimate scorer. After New York, what happened to him?
Wait, come on, man. Stop it.
I mean, he averaged 20 how many years in a row?
Yeah, this man Melo was dropping 20 points per game ever since the year, I think 2016, 2017, ever since he went to the OKC Thunder. He was carrying the Nuggets, literally carrying the Nuggets. And then him and AI got there. But then, I mean, bro, look who he was going up against. Talking about the Spurs, the Rockets. You got Kobe Bryant. Like, bro, it was tough competition. Like, what? You going to be mad at him? Okay. Then he goes to the Knicks. And then who he going up against? He going up, like, when I'm judging these players, this is what I'm looking at. This is exactly what I'm looking at.
At that time, who was better, Paul George or Melo?
Melo.
I really hope Dale comes back.
Do you have a 6 screen?
Yeah, I got the 6 for him. Yeah.
Listen, you're gonna sit here.
What's up, Lo?
You're gonna sit here and tell me that Melo was better than Paul George, but couldn't beat him. And I'm talking as somebody that watched the games. He couldn't even beat him in the regular season. Paul George wiped the floor with Melo in Indiana. The Pacers was a tough team at that time. So was the Knicks. Roy Hibbert. I know we talked about Roy Hibbert, but Roy Hibbert was playing pretty decent on that Pacers team with George Hill and all them boys, Lance Stevenson. So you gonna sit here and tell me that? No. He made it to 2 All-Stars. You're gonna sit here and tell me, hold on, bro. You're gonna sit here and tell me that all of these All-Stars can create for their teams and play defense, but he is the only person that gets a pass for not playing defense and creating for his team. You telling me that's the only person that gets passed? Because I promise you, Kevin, y'all just said, oh, I don't put that on him. I promise you, if Kevin Durant was playing, bro, and he didn't pass the ball, y'all would kill him. Why is he not passing the ball? If LeBron James didn't pass the ball, why is he not passing the ball? Why is he not back on defense? Why he letting players blow by him? Why he doing this? But with Melo, it's okay because he puts the ball in the basket. No, it's not okay, bro. It's not. So what's your views on Kyrie? It's the same, bro. It's the same, bro. You have to be on both floors. You got to be consistent. For you to be a superstar, all right, why do we praise Giannis? Because he creates offense and he plays defense. Right or wrong? LeBron, we love to chase down blocks. We know LeBron can create offense. But y'all sit here and say, no, but it's okay. Melo scores. Bro, Melo would let my little brother go by him and be like, nah, but I'm gonna get back on.
Melo also has that it factor. You know how a lot of people don't have that it factor, and that's what Melo has.
Real, what do you think of Luka Doncic?
What did I say in the beginning? It's the same thing. They hold the ball too long, bro. It's not winning basketball.
You telling me Melo don't got that it factor, bro? That you can lean on him when times get tough. What you mean?
Listen. Hold on. You talking to somebody that lives in New York and is a New York fan. What is an it factor? Because you can go look up an interview of Iman Shumpert telling you that he looked him dead in the face and said, "No, I know you was open, but I am not passing the ball." You telling me this is an it factor player? You telling me this is an it factor player?
Yes, without a doubt in my mind. That man hit a bunch of big shots in his career. Come on,
all right. Hold on. And where did it lead him? To being a role player? And led him to a role player.
Bro, he got older over time. He's dropping 20 points per game for, I just told you, like 13 years in a row.
So y'all telling me, you telling me all of these score first people can play the offensive and the defensive side. But when it comes to Melo, all I hear is a lot of buts. All I hear is okay. All I hear is okay, but he put the ball in the basket. It's okay he didn't play defense because he puts the ball in the basket. It's okay he didn't pass the ball because he put the ball in the basket.
But real, the reason this is nasty.
It's okay.
The reason this is nasty because you can literally go and find two flaws in every superstar and make this same exact argument. Like you brought up two things. Like you negated the fact you wanted to make him a playmaker, so you said what player doesn't play defense and also doesn't play make. That's kind of nasty.
Dub, chat wants you to go to bed.
They want. I do not, bro. Trust me, I'm not gonna put Melo up there, and we could argue all day about that, man. Just because we got tape on Melo maybe giving up on defense doesn't mean he's a terrible defender. Because when he locked in. You're not gonna sit here and say that.
He didn't do that enough times. Come on, bro.
Who Melo locked in on? Come on. Oh, I love this. Who Melo locked in on?
Kobe. In that finals, he was locked in.
In the finals or in the conference?
Western
Yo, bro. You know you going almost 10 years back to bring in to hold on. You're going almost 10 years. No, you're going almost 10 years back to bring up a point of him playing defense one time.
Oh man. You gotta bring up the tape. Bring up the tape.
Bro.
Bring up the tape. Because we could find the same tape for a lot of players in the league and be like, nah, like you feel me? Nah, I'm not giving you that.
Can I get my three?
Yes, please do.
Because there's a lot.
And you got to pick one current player.
First of all, Karl Malone is definitely on that list. That man underachieved his entire career. His middle name should be Underachiever because that man is a massive underachiever. So that's A. B. Vince Carter, also another underachiever. He quit on his team. I don't care. He underachieved massively. And then current player, like he in the NBA or NBA right now?
Yeah.
In his prime.
In the NBA. Superstar.
Somebody playing, I don't think is superstar either, but
is Luka Doncic a superstar?
Yeah, he's a superstar.
Based off of what? What's your criteria for superstar?
Luka's the only person I'm making an exception for because I feel like maybe if he had a quality team, but essentially somebody who you can kind of rely on to be the best player on the team that can lead you to the potentially the conference finals, but a competitive second round.
Hold on.
Which
Dub.
technically Luka.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but we'll be right back, fellas.
I'll pause it for a second.
We're back now.
Yeah. We're back on. Had to
sorry about that,
Dale
chat.
Through.
We got Dell back, so it's 4th of July early or late, however you look at it. So continue.
This is nasty. What's going on?
All right, so if I had to give my list, I said Karl Malone for a fact. Underachieving superstars. Karl Malone for a fact. If you want to throw T-Mac in there, I prefer Vince Carter, but VC and T-Mac, one or the other. And then if I had to say a player in today's league, I'm gonna go with Westbrook. I'll go Westbrook over Melo. I'll go Westbrook over Melo.
How do you have Carmelo first? Let's start this earlier. Yeah, I just have to know.
Carmelo played alongside John Stockton for XYZ amount of years. More first round exits than conference finals appearances. His efficiency dropped in the postseason. Played alongside Defensive Player of the Year candidate and recipient Mark Eaton. Had quality third options as well. Had a offensive scheme that best tailored to his style of play.
And they went to the finals twice.
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. Hey, round of applause. You're supposed to do that.
He won an MVP.
Hey, round of applause. You should do that as well. We talking about underachieving. I'm not saying that he wasn't great, underachieving in the terms of most of the time when they got in the playoffs, they were knocked out in the first round. They have a losing record in the playoffs.
But I think when you pick underachieve, like Chris Paul wouldn't be as great as he's not. I don't think he's at top of the list as point guard as Carmelo is as power forward list. So Chris Paul should be on your list higher than Carmelo for achieving.
Oh, well, he just told me to pick a player that's playing right now than other players before.
Oh, I think you're gonna pick whoever, because I think I can't put a player like that caliber back-to-back finals MVP, lost to Michael Jordan, had best record in the NBA. Of course, everyone's gonna have their down years, but I don't think Carmelo
not down years. We're talking about majority of his career. It was first round exits.
We just did this first round exit thing with the Jazz because somebody brought it up with who brought that up in the chat, Dub? Remember? Check. They tried to diss John Stockton, and I think half it was like it probably was half and half. But I get that. But he was in the 90s against what you had Magic, then you had the Trailblazers, then you had Hakeem Rockets,
Phoenix.
Those you had MVP Barkley and those squads. I just don't see Carmelo being an underachiever, and I don't know.
It was a tough time. He went back-to-back finals. How is that underachieving?
Because I'm not gauging. Carmelo played in the NBA for 19 seasons. I'm not arguing 2 years out of a 19-season career. We're talking about someone who played with someone else that y'all would claim as a top 10 point guard, and they were losing in the playoffs routinely, like getting bounced out in the first round routinely. And no,
who were they losing to? Who are they losing to?
Hey, what? That's great, because you didn't bring up the Golden State Warriors. Was that a team that they should have lost to?
I didn't pick, but I wouldn't put Chris Paul on my list. I was just basing it on what you say. I would put people on my list like T-Mac.
we can go. They were losing to the Dallas. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Is that a team?
T-Mac had an injury, Dale. Stop being nasty.
Mark Aguirre. Is that a team?
He did have an injury.
This is what you're doing?
T-Mac had an injury. That's nasty to add him to that.
But T-Mac, I prefer Vince over T-Mac. But also they lost
for them. The cousins, they could go in as a family.
I agree.
Dale, the reason Carl gets this nod is because he had the most opportunity. And he didn't achieve anything with all of that.
What you mean versus the most opportunity?
I'm saying versus any other superstar.
Thank you.
Bro, he's top 5 all-time in scoring.
But Dale, everything isn't about scoring. That's the same with Melo. It's not all about scoring. Not all about scoring.
Melo, even I can't even think I could put Melo on this list because Melo never. It's y'all pick. I don't know.
Hold on. Melo in the same year played with a 6th man of the year and a defensive player of the year, but lost what, first round, second round? I don't.
What year? Let me ask you a question.
Real, do you hate Allen Iverson?
What?
Real.
What year did he lose in the first round, Melo?
What's that? 2013.
Multiple years.
I think he lost in the first round with the Knicks when he first got there. There was some trash. And I think he lost in the first round his rookie year. I don't know what he did in between, to be honest. I don't remember. But I think he made a
conference finals one time. Then after that, lost to Paul George in the second round. And
second round was PG. That's a fact. And I think he might have get second round.
And then after
in
that,
Denver too.
He lost in the first round every year in Denver except for 2009.
and then
what place were they?
They fit. Well, let me just. I'll just say the name. In 2004, they matched up with the Timberwolves. That's a team that they probably should have lost. So that was Ricky Melo.
Oh, that's when he was 8th seed, I think, right? Was he 8th seed? Maybe. When he's a rookie.
Probably so. But then it was Spurs. Understandable. Then it was the Clippers. They lost in the first round against the Clippers. Then they lost to the Spurs again. Understandable. Then they lost to the Lakers in the first round. Understandable. Then they get to the conference finals with the Lakers. Then they lose to the Jazz. This is Boozer and Darren Williams on the team. And then they lose to the Thunder in 2011. And then he gets shipped off
to the finals.
No, not 2011. That was the year before. Then they get shipped off to the Knicks, lose to the Celtics first round. Understandable.
Yep, I remember that.
Miami first round, understandable. Pacers second round.
I thought the Knicks should have won that series. That's the one I'm mad at Melo for. I was mad at him for that.
And then for the remainder of his career, he does not make the playoffs in the Knicks with the Knicks.
And he got Jeremy Lin out of there. I hated him for that.
So what's your reasoning?
But my argument is, to me, the Melo argument of he wasn't really in a situation to win is more understandable than Carmelo, because Carmelo was. Carmelo
was on a team where people thought was a favorite. I don't ever look at it. Look at the list y'all just named.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I said about Melo. Fine. Him losing to the Spurs and the Lakers, understandable. Carmelo losing to the Warriors with John Stockton, Mark Eaton.
But Carmelo went to back-to-back finals, and you're mad at him for losing.
No. I'm talking about a player who's playing along John Stockton, who's playing alongside a good supporting cast, is losing in the first round repeatedly. And we're gonna be frank, we're gonna put context where it really belongs. Bro, they made it to the finals in the late 90s because everybody else got hurt and old. They just outlasted everybody else. That's it.
Who got hurt?
Bro, Barkley wasn't the same. Hakeem certainly wasn't. Hakeem and Barkley were not the same players by the time we got to 97, 98. Drexler was not the same player either. Kip was out of here.
Supersonics went to the final in 96. When the Jazz beat the Houston Rockets, they had to steal a game by a buzzer beater from John Stockton. I believe. I don't know if that's might be 1999. I'm thinking of, though, to be honest.
No. I think you're talking about 97. I think you're talking about 97.
Was that 97? Okay.
I think you're talking about 97.
So it wasn't a cakewalk. They had the best record.
No.
So
not a cakewalk. But what I'm saying is we can't wrap up Carmelo's postseason career, which is 19 years off of 2 postseason runs, when the rest of it is majority first round exits.
How many first rounds he has compared to making it out of the first round? I don't know his stats.
He has more first round exits than conference finals appearances. So it was more common for him to get knocked out the first round and then make a deep postseason run. He has a losing record in the postseason alongside John Stockton. So those are two
you're measuring
top
team.
50.
You're measuring team success. You're measuring team success as a player's success.
Are we acting as if like an individual player can't have a massive impact on what a team does?
And that's it. That's exactly right. But there's also other factors to go into. John Stockton wasn't John Stockton for that whole entire stretch of them making the playoffs. You have to understand that.
That's a good point.
He was not John Stockton for that whole entire time.
Hey, when do you want to start it? You want to start in 88, 87, 86,
when did Stockton
89?
get drafted? The same as Michael?
When did he get drafted?
He got drafted in 85.
85.
Oh, is that Mike draft? Yeah, right?
No. Yeah.
When did he start?
I'm sorry. He got drafted in 84. I'm sorry. He got drafted in 84.
When did he start averaging more than 11 or 12 points?
How about this? We can start in 88. That's when Stockton starter, 14 assists, 15 points, right? We can start it. Mm-hmm. That's when we can start it, right? Okay. He played in the playoffs, knocked out by the Lakers. Great. That's the Lakers. Understandable.
Yeah, we shouldn't even go to the 80s.
No, we can. Next year was the Warriors. So why?
Who's the Warriors squad? Chris Mullin and them?
Chris Mullin was on that team, definitely.
Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond. This is before Hardaway was there.
That's 2 Hall of Famers.
There's 2 Hall of Famers on the other team, plus a defensive player of the year.
I don't even know who Mark Ian is. You keep saying his name. He's mad funny.
There's 2 Hall of Famers on both teams.
Well,
right?
what was the Warriors record compared to the Jazz? Just asking,
43 to 51, favoring the Jazz.
The Jazz had 51?
Yes.
Then they should have got that.
Okay.
I agree there.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I agree.
And they got swept, but we'll go to the next team.
Yeah,
next year.
Did anybody get hurt?
No. They all played. Stop making excuses, bro. They just lost. Next year, they go to the Suns. They lose in the first round. This is before Barkley was there. What happened?
Who's on the Suns?
Tom Chambers and Kevin Johnson. Jeff Hornacek is there as well.
Who was the records? That's when they probably stole Jeff Hornacek.
55 wins for the Jazz, 54 wins for the Suns.
That's a good series.
Dub and
All
Dale,
right, don't make excuses for them. They lost.
I'm off y'all today.
They lost.
They
lost.
Hey, Shaq,
They lost.
Shaq, you know what's crazy, Shaq? I know for sure you don't think Carmelo is
I said it while you were gone. That's who I led it with.
He did say it. He did say
How
it.
is he not?
honestly,
He's had the most and done the least. So then who's over Carl?
I would take T-Mac and Vince Carter over Carl.
No, leave T-Mac out of this. That's like taking D Rose. Leave T-Mac out of this. Who's over Carl? If T-Mac's over Carl,
those 2 names. I ain't mad.
I'll also put Allen Iverson over Carl. And then nobody want to throw that in the fire. Nobody
didn't want to do that. You're right. You absolutely right.
Okay,
We can talk about it.
Then let's throw KD in the fire.
Let's do that too. Let's do that too.
Let's throw KD in the fire.
Let's do that.
Let's throw KD in the fire.
Right. Let's do that.
Let's throw KD in the fire.
But one thing I'll say, I will take Allen Iverson over. I'll still put Melo over Allen Iverson.
I'm off Melo and I'm off Iverson. Let's tie KD's ankles. Let's tie KD's ankles and we can clip this and you can send it to him personally since that's your best friend on IG. We can tie his ankles and just dangle him over the fire and just let it fill his forehead. Because if you talk about underachieving.
How did he underachieve? Where did he underachieve at?
We literally just had a star bench cut where you didn't want to take both of his rings up against Dirk and LeBron's title, 3-1 comeback in Dirk's title against LeBron.
Because
you didn't want to take both of them.
That's me being. No one would do that.
Would you do that? Okay, but would you do that with 2 of Kobe's rings? Any 2? You would argue that Kobe's 3-peat, you're putting that over both of those, right? So tell me where KD's.
You said Kobe 3-peat. 3 in a row is very difficult to do.
His two in a row was difficult as well. With
not
Paul
in the
Gasol.
finals. It was pretty. Not in the finals. You talking about Kobe? I thought he was talking about KD's. KD's was pretty easy in the finals.
Yeah, exactly. Everything that KD has done that is worthy of praise has been extremely easy with extreme talent because he cannot get it done by himself.
Shaq, what player got it done by himself? Just name me one.
No. I'll give it.
Hakeem.
He had Clyde Drexler. Next.
No, before that.
He's right about Hakeem.
He's talking about what
he still had Clyde Drexler.
But that team,
he didn't.
But you
Dirk
still
also.
Hold on.
He didn't have Drexler. Trust me, I'm with it. I'm with it today.
He's right about that. He's right about that.
He's talking about what Kenny just
The thing
Dirk
about
Nowitzki
the
also.
The only one I'll give
Also
you is
what,
Dirk.
Shaq?
It's Hakeem.
No, he's right. He right. It is Hakeem because Clyde only got 1 ring. He doesn't have
Thank
2.
you.
The
Hakeem
only
has
one
2.
I'll give you is Dirk.
Okay, Dirk and Hakeem.
I
just said Hakeem.
I remember Hakeem for beating up my Knicks, and I'm never getting over that.
Okay. That sounds like personal preference, but all I'm saying is KD is an extreme underachiever.
Shaq, Shaq, you just saying that to say it. You don't believe that. How could he be an underachiever? Just tell me how. Just sit there and really give me a full logic explanation so I could be like, oh yeah, you have a point, please.
I mean,
Low, because Low was with you.
I got Russ. I said I'm gonna stick with Russ. You could go back and forth.
I'm not saying it's impossible to say KD is the most. Hold on. I'm going off of KD. That is this amazing player. Dale, you probably got him number 1 in the history of basketball behind number 2 MJ.
Mike, number 3.
Number 3 behind MJ and Kobe.
Yes.
And then so what has he achieved to get to that point?
You see, I'm not on trial for saying blasphemous things. You are. You said Kevin Durant is an underachiever. Don't ask me to answer a question with a question. Just answer me that and I'll agree or disagree, then we can move on. For once, please.
I'll tell you why KD's not a top 3 player.
No, that's not what we didn't start there.
How is that not fair?
I have a question.
That's the same.
We didn't start there because we start. We keep saying he's an underachiever.
He underachieved in OKC.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do you think he should have won with Russell Westbrook and James Harden at least something, or at least one? All right, at least one championship.
Well, when James became 6th man of the year, they went to the finals, and then after that year, James departed.
Okay,
so they had one solid year.
You think he should have won with him and Russ?
That year against LeBron?
No. He said against him and KD and Russ, they have won a championship.
I think KD and Russ had a good chance if KD would have doubled back, but they didn't.
Why didn't he double back?
He left.
Why didn't
he? Mm-hmm. Because I think he figured out, I can't really with Russell Westbrook.
Wait, who did
he think that he could do it with?
Hold up.
Easy going like Stephen Curry, Clay,
and
Draymond.
Easy going like
Yes.
I think everybody thought they were easy going. I think every superstar in the league thought they were easy going.
Just like LeBron went with Wade and Bosh. That's going to be easier. It's the exact same thing. So let's keep this going, please.
That's the same thing.
And then he went. How many
Hall of Famers were playing on that team?
Look at that great point.
How many Hall of Famers were playing on that team?
On what team?
On that KD team.
What the Warriors team?
Yes.
Probably
3 for sure, and possibly 4 with Draymond.
And what about Iggy?
No,
I don't know. I don't think Iggy's a Hall of Famer.
I hope he doesn't, because that'd be wild.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
Yo, but you guys saying Paul Pierce make it into the Hall of Fame, but Iggy's not making it?
No, Shaq, we're not doing that, Shaq. Come on, Shaq. Just stop, Shaq. Seriously, tell me how is he underachiever?
Look up Iggy's stats in Philly before he got his rings, and you guys sit here and tell me. You guys sit here and tell me.
Paul Pierce.
But y'all tell me Dame's going to the Hall of Fame.
Iggy's stats is still not Dame stats.
But he won championships too, and he was a Finals MVP. But he's not going to the Hall of Fame. Let's think about this, guys. I know it's not the should he go to the Hall of Fame. Hold on, it's not the should he, because the should he Hall of Fame, I've already addressed that last episode. A lot of these guys shouldn't make the Hall of Fame, but we're going based off of legit Hall of Famers. There were 5 Hall of Famers on that team. It's 5 Hall of Famers on that team. Okay.
Shaq, he made 1 or 2 All-Stars.
Okay, there was 5 Hall of Famers on that team. There was 5
the criteria?
There was 5 Hall of Famers on that team. You're not gonna sit here and tell me there wasn't 5 Hall of Famers on that team.
Now KD should have more than 2 rings.
Of course, we know he would be ringless if he didn't go with the Warriors.
If you asking what's the standard?
Harden,
you got it.
Yo, why y'all keep bringing up? Yo, this is why everyone y'all change y'all stance, and that's why I like to be consistent. You can't bring up the Russ. You can't bring up KD never won by himself because LeBron never won by himself. You just out of history of the NBA, you gave me 2 players, Hakeem and Dirk. So why do y'all argue something when there's a backlash to what y'all saying? Now, if Shaq could finally answer the question and tell me how he's an underachiever and stop bringing up stats about stuff every other player did.
I just told you he won 2 championships. He won 2 championships with 5 Hall of Famers. That's for starters. I don't think it's ever been done. It's going to be who? What team has 5 Hall of Famers and won a championship? And how often?
You said 4. You said
it's 5. It's 5. No, I didn't say 4 at first. I said 5.
Name the 5.
It's Iggy, Draymond, Clay, Steph, KD. That's an easy 5. There's never been a Finals MVP that didn't make the Hall of Fame. So let's quiet that notion right now. That's happening.
Rajon Rondo, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard.
Melo.
Because I don't think Iggy's getting in. Because I don't think Melo. No. They didn't win yet. I'm just naming the 4 that won. That 4 won. That 4 won together, Shaq.
And how many of them were in their prime? Out of those 4 you just named. And then tell me how many were in their prime when KD won. Who was in their prime when KD won versus who was in their prime when LeBron won in the bubble?
Steph and KD, Clay, 3.
And what about Dre?
Wait. Draymond was in his prime.
In his own personal prime. His own personal prime. What prime are we supposed to compare his prime? That's your prime.
Just
you're not
going to
tell me. You're not going to tell me after you sat here and told me that Blake Griffin couldn't win on that Golden State Warriors because of what Draymond brings to the table. You're not about to sit here and tell me that was our first viral TikTok clip, and you were definite that Draymond Green was more valuable than Blake.
Because Draymond could have averaged 9, 7, and 7. That's why.
That's still his prime.
Draymond's his prime. It was his prime. He was in his prime. Draymond won Defensive Player of the Year in 2017, All NBA in 2017, All Defensive Team, First Team.
What All NBA was Draymond in 2017? That's nasty.
He did. He made it, and he won Defensive Player of the Year in 2017.
I know he won Defensive Player of the Year. I remember that.
So I mean that, but for Draymond, that's his prime.
Okay. Then I could deal with Draymond winning Defensive Player of the Year in his prime, just like Marc Gasol winning. That was his prime too.
Yeah, okay. There were still 100 Hall of Famers on the team that KD went to and won.
Also, wait. You said what?
Go.
I didn't hear you, Shaq.
Go. I just want to. Okay.
No, I didn't hear you.
There was 100. I said there were 100. There's nothing that you can tell to me about KD and those rings because in the last 20 years, you would not take any of KD's rings that he won championships over the other 18. You wouldn't do it.
I would take KD rings over Kawhi ring. I would take KD over Greek Freak. I would.
Over Giannis? Hold on.
You're not going to do over Giannis too.
You're not going to do
over Giannis ring?
Yes, because KD played against LeBron James, y'all Lord and Savior, Almighty. That's why.
But you just admitted it was an easy ring though. You admitted
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Toronto wasn't easy with KD and Clay out.
But I would argue the route to getting there. Not only did they take 7 to Philly, but they beat the MVP in the
Okay, let me ask you a question. Is any of them Philly team beating the Houston Rocket team?
I think it's close.
It's not close. We're not doing this. We're not.
That team with Jimmy Butler.
Because y'all love that Chris Paul and James Harden team so much. Y'all not gonna say it's close right now.
Dub, we gotta understand what. Dub, we gotta understand what. Jordan, you got something to say too because this is
Giannis faced a team that made it to the finals because hold
on, Dub. I'm sorry.
Everybody got hurt. Go ahead.
And that's every time.
That's still better than being on the shoe-in.
Hold on,
Shaq, what?
That ring is still better than me knowing that who thought that the Golden State Warriors were going to lose? Who thought that Giannis was going to win a championship even when James Harden went down? We were both in Vegas. You still thought that the KD and those Nets, you still thought they were going to win. Say you didn't.
The KD Nets with who?
With whoever. You thought that they were going to win that.
Because of Kevin Durant.
Okay. My point exactly. What
is your point?
That Giannis still got it done against you saying that he wouldn't. Now, tell me the time that you didn't think Kevin Durant was going to win those 2 championships with Steph. Tell me the time.
When they played the Rockets and that was a little.
Right, okay. Hold on. So you thought that they weren't going to beat that, but then Giannis can't. Okay.
Go Del.
When they played the Rockets and they got down on the Rockets, I'm like, this is a tough. Because I thought when I watched the game, I'm like, God damn. But then they shit the bed. Chris Paul, James Harden.
Is KD like this too? I just have to know. Would he come on the show?
Like this is.
Would he come on the show and say the same things that you're saying right now?
You don't ever try to rationalize what you're saying, bro.
I need to know what KD would say. No, if you sent this to KD right now, what is he gonna say? Is he gonna agree with you? I don't think that KD thinks that his rings are like that. I just honestly, I just don't think that he thinks that.
Shaq,
no. What I'm trying to understand is just
he literally alluded to that. He didn't say it, but he alluded to it. Like, oh man, like anytime you take my life is like, I don't care what other people think route.
Shaq,
like anytime you go down that alley.
I always argue this to my core. Why do people get so pressed, right, about KD going to the Warriors? Like, so just joining Steph and Clay, right? And let's say Draymond. And why you don't give that same energy to Bron joining Wade and Bosh? Just answer me that question right now.
Because LeBron didn't have Kevin Durant. I mean, LeBron didn't have Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, and that team that was legitimately on the brink of winning a championship.
I don't care what either left behind because LeBron was still the number one team.
But you asked me the question. You asked me the question. That's
I asked Shaq the question, but since you answered, I didn't care what KD left behind. I'm talking about who they both joined. Why people don't look at Bron joining Wade and Bosh just as they look at KD.
So wait. So are you saying you're gonna sit here right here on the hot seat?
Answer the question, Shaq.
No, Dale, is it the same to you?
60 and 3/4.
Dale, is it the same to you? Let's go down. Shaq. Okay, hold on. Shaq, do you think it's the same? No. Lo, do you think it's the same?
No.
Dale, do you think it's the same?
Tell me why it's not the same. Why is it not the same?
Dale, do you think it's the same?
It's not the same.
Jordan, do you think it's the same?
Bro, what was the question?
Sorry, Dale.
Is KD going to the Golden State Warriors and LeBron going to the Miami Heat the same thing?
Y'all looking how a person left. I'm looking at the team both of them went to.
I'm just asking.
Dale, you gotta understand that team made it to the finals. They made it to back-to-back finals. Chris Bosh and D Wade, they created that team. It was a whole new thing.
Listen. No matter what you're saying, when Bron went there with Bosh and Wade, everybody said that's the favorite in the NBA now.
Doubt.
The same thing they said for the Warriors. Bron them had a meeting. Bron was like, I'm not winning 3, I'm not winning 4, I'm not winning 5, I'm winning 6, I'm winning 10. Same shit. So no matter what y'all trying to say, it's the exact same narrative, but y'all just get mad because KD them made it look easier than Bron did. And then KD beat up on
that's
y'all.
That's why you think.
Hey, when Dell starts cursing, you know that it's getting heated because
I literally sat here and asked Dale if we were in the Rucker and we just got beat up by some guys, would you leave me and go join their team? Answer that question.
That's the same thing. That's the question that I asked. You come from New York. When you lose on a basketball court, you don't go. You don't go. They over there. They just
the Mecca of basketball. So you doing that at the Mecca, Dale?
I'm gonna play with them.
Dale, you doing that at the Mecca?
Listen,
answer the question, Dale. Why you gotta do it?
Answer it? No, because that you can't compare me playing in the NBA or any of this BS to what y'all saying right now. Because someone else,
of course we can.
And if they pick me on their team, I'm getting on that squad.
I think that's just a way of life. And Dale, I think you're lying right now.
I just don't. Somebody had next.
Okay.
I don't know.
I've never. No, none of y'all answered the question yet. What is the difference between Bron joining Wade and Bosh?
All right. Because Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh didn't beat LeBron James.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? It means what it means. What do you mean?
No, what does that mean? They still the favorite. They are still the favorite.
Yes, what you're saying, what you're saying is right. The premise
still stacked up.
The premise, I agree.
No. So you guys are looking at Kevin Durant because he just lost to the team, not the good team he joined, just because he lost to that team.
The premise of what you're saying is true. They both joined a team to exponentially increase their odds of winning a championship.
Okay.
Fair. That is true. But the context that becomes behind the decision of the team that they joined is what we're referring to right now. LeBron was on a team that did not feature an all-NBA MVP caliber player alongside another quality third option like Serge Ibaka, what he did defensively, to then go join the team that he just lost to, that he actually had the possibility of beating because he was up 3-1 against that same team. That's the difference. But the premise of what you're saying, understandable, but that's the difference.
I have a question because I'm of course I'm on Dell's side with this particular nuance, right? So everyone's getting caught up on the fact that KD joins them because he lost to them. So if he never loses to them, Warriors
he could join them and not a problem.
Exactly.
But the first thing I said still applies, which is he was on a quality team that had the ability to win a championship and left to overtly stack the odds in his favor.
Let me ask you a question. Dub, not Dub, Low.
All
so
right.
that OKC, I don't know you back then or what went on. Did you have that OKC team beating that 73-9 Warriors team?
I think I might have the clip to where I did believe that.
Or the fact that they went up 3-1 that opened everybody's eyes of how good this team is, and that team came back, that did it for you.
No. But before it started, I actually thought they could, because I thought the size that they had was going to be trouble for
Okay, that's
Warriors.
my first. Well, I don't know. I'm just because I don't think no one had that. I know I didn't. No one had that OKC team beating that Warriors team. So they go up 3-1. Everybody like, wow. Then the Warriors come back, and then it's like,
Dale, can you answer my record question?
He already answered that question. We're so far.
I would hate to be in your Dale, I would hate to be in your district in Hunger Games. Like I just can't even like what you might do is unfathomable to me. Like I didn't know that this is like you're gonna sit here.
You're comparing.
How can you defend this?
Wicked things. Now let's get to LeBron James before he walked out on Cleveland. What was LeBron James' record when he left Cleveland Cavaliers?
Like 60 wins.
What position were they in the East?
They were first or second.
Who was the favorite to come out the East that year?
The Celtics were.
Over LeBron James at 65 wins because they had 65 wins or better, I believe.
The reason why it was the Celtics is because that team was more complete. Garnett was back healthy.
Hold on. But you saying that this year we've seen the Utah Jazz be the #1 team.
Yeah,
we have them to win the championship.
No.
You see, this is what you're doing. You're comparing that #1 team to LeBron James in the East. LeBron James was the favorite to come out because that's around that time from 9, 10, 11. That's when they're comparing. Nike's making dolls, Kobe and LeBron about to meet in the finals. That is what's happening. It's not like that for the Jazz.
I just have a quick question.
Okay, hold on, stop.
Okay.
And then LeBron also is losing backboard shots, hit one backboard brother, losing to Orlando Magic. That's what LeBron's doing. And that's fair or whatever. So LeBron then go team up because he's like, oh, I need help.
Okay. Give him the help. Give him the circumstance because you tell me that it's the same. So let's play the famous Dale game. If you take KD off of that Golden State team and you take LeBron off of that Miami Heat team, what are they doing in the play? What teams are going to the championship? Who's going to the finals?
I think the Warriors might still go to the finals.
Okay.
You think?
And what about the Heat?
With Bosh and Wade?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as easy for them as it is for the Warriors.
Why you can't just? Okay then. So how are the two moves the same? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because both players stack the odds against each other.
I understand what he's saying. I understand what he's saying.
Both of them stack the odds, Shaq.
But it's still not
Chris Bosh
cool.
But it's like this.
But KD never would have that ring without them. That's the point that I'm making. LeBron still went and got a ring without Wade and Bosh. I hate this argument.
You said the odds in his favor again. Two people having a +4 and somebody else having
was on their way out and went to a younger Kyrie Irving who's very, very good. And then, hey, Kevin Love, you're the best power forward at the time. You come over to
No. You literally told me that K-Love was not the same player when he got with LeBron. He just wouldn't stand in the court. That's not the K-Love that I know. That isn't K-Love. And Jordan, you know that he said this live on the show. You said that's not the same K-Love.
But the context.
That wasn't prime K-Love. That wasn't prime K-Love. That wasn't prime.
One of the best power forwards in the league.
It wasn't prime. It wasn't prime K-Love.
Kevin Love wasn't one of the best power forwards.
It wasn't prime K-Love.
You want to know why it wasn't prime K-Love?
It's not the same as Clay.
LeBron had him standing in the corner playing like Chris Bosh.
Hold on.
Like you have to understand that.
That's fine.
Let me tell you why it was prime K-Love. Because he got traded for the #1 pick, Andrew Wiggins, who everyone loved at the time. With on other pieces. Andrew Wiggins got drafted by Cleveland, but left as the everyone in the world wasn't big on Andrew Wiggins coming into the NBA. As no one was big on him. And
y'all big on a lot of people.
At that time, he got traded for him. He was an all-star that year with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This is my problem though. I'm gonna say quickly that this is y'all basically arguing somebody who earns $50 million a year is the same as someone who earns $3 million a year because they're both technically millionaires. Like, sure. It is because there's a noticeable difference between 3 million and 50 million. They're both considered millionaires, but
who we argue? Who's the 50 and who's the 3 million?
Who's the 50? Who's the 3 million?
Come on,
I don't know.
LeBron's the 50 and KD's the 3 million. Yeah. KD's the 3 million and LeBron is the 50.
I have no idea where he's going with this. I swear to you.
But you know what I'm saying, bro.
Dale, you pick and choose your moments, and it's crazy.
I'm so confused. I want to bang my head into the wall.
No,
I'm saying Kevin Durant is a 50 mil and LeBron is a 3 mil.
I really, but I still don't know where you're going with this. Like, what are you?
Because they're both. The premise of how much money they make is still under the label of being millionaires. But you cannot ignore the massive gap in how much money 50 million is to 3 million. Sure, they're both millionaires, but there's such a noticeable gap between 50 and 3 that you can't sit here and say, "Oh no, they're just both millionaires, so it's fine." That's the same.
I still don't know what the hell he's talking about.
What is the analogy? Are you talking about
what is he?
LeBron to the Heat compared to KD?
You tell me what he's trying to say.
I'm saying.
Let him explain it. Let him explain it.
Okay.
I'm saying LeBron to the Heat is like 5-10 mil, and then Kevin Durant to Warriors is 50 mil. It's like sure.
Wait. What makes? I'm confused. What makes him that much more like? Because that team just lost to the LeBron James y'all talking about. Do y'all know that? They lost. The Warriors that y'all talk so highly of without Kevin Durant, they lost.
Can I try and redo the
They
analogy?
lost 3-1 to that LeBron James.
They also beat them though.
Hold on.
And you're the same guy that says if Draymond wouldn't have got, you're the same guy that you say if Draymond wouldn't have got suspended, they would have won.
He is. You're the same
don't
one.
Do this, Shaq.
It was on the Low
Shaq.
Show where you actually said this, by the way.
Yep, he did.
Okay. Don't do this, Shaq. They just lost to that LeBron James, that not prime Kevin Love, and that Kyrie Irving team. 3-1. They just lost that, right?
Okay.
And the year before, you just said they just beat them, right? That's what you just said? You just said they just beat them. And if Draymond did get hurt, the Game 5 momentum, all that. Let's say that would have happened in Game 5, they would have won. But it didn't happen. Just like you said, injury and all this is a part of the game. It didn't happen. Draymond was back for Game 6, and he was back for Game 7. And they lost. And then the championship they did win that everybody loved so much that the Warriors won alone. They won by themselves. Kevin Love didn't play. Kyrie Irving didn't play. LeBron James' best second sidekick was Dellavedova, and they took him to 6 games.
1,000%.
So this massive team that everyone loved, that KD, the problem is Kevin Durant was just so damn good, and it made it so easy, and he fit so well. You guys just got mad.
If he was so good, why did he go there? Why didn't he get it done with Russell Westbrook? If he's so damn good, why didn't he get it done with
Russell Westbrook? Isn't as good as Steph Curry. They had him. So now we're getting down. So now we're getting down to it. KD always runs to the top of the league.
Wait, what?
He always runs to the players that are at the top of the league. Every chance he gets.
Yeah, he learns from LeBron James.
LeBron ran to the top players. D-Wade was the best player in the league. Chris Bosh was the best player in the league. That's what the what? Wait, D-Wade was the best player in the league.
Steph was the best player in the league?
Was he not?
Well, yo, who's gonna answer? Somebody got to answer.
Wait.
You had Steph Curry over LeBron James then?
No, I wouldn't. No. That's preference. He literally won unanimous. Dale, was he the MVP or not? Was he the MVP or not?
MVP. 100% the MVP.
They're probably
is Nikola Jokic the best player in the NBA right now?
So is Joker the best player in the NBA right now?
You said what? You're not comparing. You're not comparing Jokic to the Denver Nuggets to Steph, and you guys saying that he literally changed the entire NBA. I literally am on here.
Don't bring up the MVP. Don't bring up the MVP. That has nothing to do with anything.
All right. Okay.
That has nothing to do with anything. We can move. I'm ready to move.
All right. Start bench cut.
No, hold on. Whoa. Are you the host of the show now, Shaq?
No, because I mean, take it. All right, everybody's salty now.
This is a good move.
When Jay and Dale get together and start acting like this, go on, Jordan. My bad. You're right. I'm sorry. Dale, you're nasty.
Can I ask a question? Will you guys respect KD winning a ring with this Brooklyn Nets team?
They won't.
No. I respect it. I didn't say that he was even going back to the original conversation. I didn't say Durant was an underachiever. I said Westbrook. That was my player.
That was Shaq.
Durant's not the biggest underachiever, but he's an underachiever.
I would still, if
not
I
the
probably wouldn't label I probably wouldn't label him an underachiever, but I would still say.
You know
out
what's
of this year
crazy?
is
Can I say
Westbrook.
I didn't want to continue this, but
For Dale to have him third, he's an underachiever.
Let me explain this.
Explain why he's third, but he's not an underachiever.
If KD never left the OKC and just kept losing with Russ, he will be up here arguing that he's a Karl Malone, that he's
But
a
we
James
not saying
Harden.
that's not what we saying either, bro. Because
I'm talking to Shaq. I'm talking to
At
Shaq.
least won one.
But he.
So who
said
has
what?
who has the better
I
career,
don't know.
Dale? LeBron or KD?
LeBron James. That's
Okay, so
easy.
why? So then why is LeBron third on your all-time list?
Because I just think KD's a better basketball player. That's why.
Okay.
That's it. It has nothing to do with the rings and all.
Man.
I just think he's a better basketball player.
Jordan, you
I
got
think he's
it.
a very much
Wouldn't
more
want to
player,
step
the
on your
easier
toes
play
again.
than LeBron.
Oh my God. For the record, I was playing with you, Shaq, but right.
I love
Start
you.
bench cut. I love you too. All right, we're going
There's motion at my garage.
based off of potential and nothing else. Start
KD's
bench
coming to
cut.
drop off a bag. Mission accomplished.
Ben
He's about to
Simmons.
pat him on the shoulder. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ben
I was
Simmons,
mad he got no
Zion
friends.
Williamson. Ben Simmons, Zion Williamson, LaMelo Ball, start bench cut based off of potential and nothing else. Dub, you've been quiet.
Yeah, I got y'all.
He's playing with his chin.
Nah, I got this is my thinking cap. You already know every
Right.
time. But I'm gonna start with Zion number 1, LaMelo number 2, and Simmons is gone.
Rel.
I'm the same exact way. Ben Simmons is out of here. Now, Shaq, he's saying that.
Hold on.
Yo, that's crazy. Why wasn't Ben Simmons an underachiever? Because he's still playing?
Yeah.
No, he should be third on that list.
Definitely an
Underachievers
underachiever.
Right now.
That's what I was
Definitely,
going to explain.
he definitely underachieving.
Go ahead, Rel.
That's what exactly what I was about to say. I was about to
So
get
then
into
why
that.
isn't Luka on that list? Like, what are we talking about right now? Y'all sitting here beating up a man that's in
Hold
his
on, you're not gonna do
that's
that.
in his
No,
fourth
you're not
year.
gonna
No,
do
I'm just telling y'all it's
Hold on,
nasty.
you're not
Y'all
gonna
gotta
tell
give.
me.
How
Hold
y'all
on.
really gonna say Ben's an underachiever? Let's go look at other careers in their fourth years. Kawhi, not Kawhi, but not Kawhi. We're not going there. But who else is
Don't
in their
compare it to
fourth year?
Lucas either.
All right.
Don't compare it to
I'm not.
Luka.
I don't want to compare it to
Yeah,
anybody.
definitely don't
It's
compare
not
it.
fair. It's not fair, is what I'm saying.
No. Look at it like this. Curry
It's
biggest-
not fair, right?
All right. Look
But
at it like
just
this.
now,
Curry
Rel was
biggest.
bringing up KD fourth year, losing to Miami Heat in the finals, but it ain't fair.
I never said nothing about KD. I never said nothing about KD
I
losing in
said
that
Rel.
finals.
I said Rel.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Go ahead, Rel.
The reason I say Ben Simmons is going because this is the analogy that I'll put it in. If you look at Curry, his fault is he's not a great defensive player. All right. The Warriors put him around players that can play defense, right? You look at Ben Simmons, he can't shoot the ball. So what did the 76ers do? They gave him shooters, so he did not have to shoot the ball. Yeah.
Nah. You're not about to tell me, no.
Steph Curry can't shoot.
No.
Hold on. Let's check.
No.
I want to see what Shaq about to say. Go ahead, Shaq.
No, I'm not
Tell me
buying.
Danny Green and Steph Curry can't shoot.
Hold on. I'm not buying.
Tobias Harris can't shoot. Joel Embiid can't shoot.
Joel Embiid got the ball in his hand. If you're about to try to sit here and tell me that offense is tailored for Ben Simmons, you both are mad.
Yo, could somebody tell me
Man.
usage rate on Ben and Joel Embiid? Who has the ball most? I don't know. I don't watch Philly that much.
I'll look it up real quick.
I'm pretty sure.
I just need to know this.
You pretty sure what?
I think
Pretty
We
sure
can
it's
just
that.
look at the shot attempts
pretty
and
sure
we
it's
know
that.
who it is.
The shot attempts.
well, one's a scorer and one's
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
wanna
matter.
lay
It
the ball
doesn't.
up.
It doesn't matter. It does not
Shaq,
matter.
it
Well,
doesn't matter,
okay, we're
Shaq?
about to
Alright.
see. We're about to see.
All right, Shaq. If you can't shoot the ball, but your team say, "Yo, I love you so much. I'm gonna bring people in that can shoot the ball for you, so you don't even have to do it."
Mhm.
You're gonna be mad at them and say, "Yo, bro, you know what?
So if you know he doesn't shoot the ball, why are you guys mad he didn't shoot the ball in the playoffs?
Because
Shaq, because he was
Don't
passing
shut
up
down.
layups, bro.
Don't shut.
Because he passed up a layup.
He passed up one layup, and you guys are blaming this entire meltdown on him.
He's putting up 5.
And then we got Joel's knee.
Down, Shaq.
Hold on.
He
Then we got
That's why.
Joel's knee.
He's
Then
the
we got Doc
meltdown.
Rivers coaching. We got a lot of. It's a lot in the jambalaya.
Joel
It's a
Embiid,
lot.
All right,
in
you're talking about Joel. All right. What is worse?
You got Joel
Embiid
averaging
and he
30.
putting up 30, or somebody that can't shoot and
On
won't
one
even
knee.
shoot the ball?
Carmelo
On
put
one
up 30.
knee, bro.
Carmelo put up 30, Rail.
He didn't have a Joel. He didn't have a quote unquote talent like Ben Simmons next to him.
Wait, no, compare what you guys are saying. He had J.R. Smith the way you guys talk on Ben Simmons. Clearly, Ben has never been nice. Clearly, in you guys' logic, Ben has never been nice. The way you guys talk about Ben, you literally sat here and told me Drew Holiday is better than Ben Simmons.
I always say that, Shaq, but you're reaching for Ben. You're reaching for Ben.
So who's better? So who's better, Prime J.R. Smith or Prime Drew Holiday?
Shaq, yo, tell me.
No, answer the question. Answer the question.
I'm not doing this with Shaq.
Answer the question, because we can look at Drew Holiday's production and J.R. Smith's production when he was with Melo, and we can go tit for tat, and we can see whose stats were better. I guarantee you it's closer than you think. So for you to sit here and tell me that Ben Simmons is not better than Drew Holiday, you're mad, first off. Second off, and I'm going to go to the start bench cut. It's no LaMelo. What?
No, go ahead, because just go ahead, go. You got it. You got
Low.
No.
You want to have the Drew Holiday, Ben Simmons conversation?
No, go ahead, go.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to have it.
Well,
Okay, because then...
who usage rate was higher?
My bad. Okay, that's all right. Ben Simmons had 82 touches in contrast to Joel Embiid 70. And in time of possession is also Ben Simmons. Front court touches, all that. Like average seconds per touch is Ben Simmons. Average dribbles is Ben Simmons.
Of course, he's the point guard of the team. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Wait, every point guard's usage rate. So go look at like Low, that's a talk, like what? That's a talking point.
I didn't say that. He asked me.
Okay, so who
said the ball was in Joel Embiid?
Percentage wise. Wait. Can I say something? How do you compare somebody that averaged 30 to somebody that averaged 15, and then you want to bring up him bringing the ball up the court and dribbling the ball more times than you give it down to Joel, and he doesn't kick it back for anybody else to do anything? He's out there looking for the guy to also assist. He wants to be the Joker. He wants an MVP. How are you comparing the two? How are you comparing the two? I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
Shaq, please do your start bench cut.
What's the start bench cut?
I got off of potential. Off of potential.
Yeah, I know you're gonna put that caveat in there. Just clarify real quick.
Off of potential, I'm going. It's been.
He's lying.
Off of what I'm looking at.
You got it.
Are you guys You're telling me that LaMelo Ball's gonna have a better career than Ben Simmons?
Yes, because that's what I'm starting.
And Zion Williamson's gonna have a better career than Ben Simmons.
Yes,
he already does.
Y'all got it.
You said you'll start Ben. Who you benching?
Of course I'm starting Ben.
Of course.
I'm benching. Man, that Zion LaMelo one's tough.
That's why they both
started. Because you got the wrong starter. Because you got the wrong starter.
Dude, I'm taking a page right out of your book. I literally watched you deflect for an hour with KD, and then when I get to Ben Simmons, now all of a sudden you enjoying yourself. I believe in Ben Simmons, bro. That's it. I believe that Ben Simmons is about to prove everybody wrong. He's going to be third team All-NBA next season once he gets off of this atrocious team, and Joel's going to be regretting that.
Atrocious?
Yeah, this is a bad team. This is a bad team.
It's probably a bad fit. But it ain't a bad team.
No, I'm talking about once Ben leaves and Colin Sexton comes on there from the Cavs.
Oh, that's nasty.
I can't wait to see Sexton and Joel fighting for the play-in. Nothing is gonna make me and Ben happier. I'm going Ben, Zion, LaMelo in that order. I love LaMelo too.
I'm starting LaMelo. I'm benching Zion. I'm cutting Ben.
I'm cutting Zion.
I'm cutting Ben so quick. He shouldn't even come to tryouts.
He's not even making it in the front door.
Yeah, he's not even. As soon as the phone call comes in, like we're gonna cut him real quick. Don't worry about him. No,
Might not even be a phone call, to be honest. Text message.
Let me add this timestamp to the Ben Slender, so when it happens, I can come back and I'm just gonna have it play like a montage. Every negative thing said about Ben Simmons.
Jack, I already got it.
My personal opinion, I feel like they should try to trade him to Sacramento and get De'Aaron.
But Sacramento
bad trade for the Kings.
Yeah, they're not giving up.
I know it's a terrible trade for the Kings, but that would be beautiful for 76ers. But that's how I'm just saying.
All right. Yeah, I'm cutting Simmons. I would probably start Zion and bench LaMelo, but I'm pretty high on LaMelo. I like LaMelo. I like him a lot. I like him.
Yeah, he surprised me, honestly.
Yeah, I like LaMelo.
I mean, I was excited to see him coming in, but I did not expect to see what I saw. So
yeah, he's really good.
Wow. Okay.
I thought I was gonna see like a mini Ben Simmons, but he's actually better. So.
Yo, you guys are so nasty. Like, you guys are really like, this Ben slander is nuts to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know how you guys' brain works.
I don't slander Ben though. I've been like this on Ben before the playoffs.
I was like, Dag, LaMelo shooting 35% from three. Damn, Ben couldn't.
Oh, that's cool. Yo. That's cool because you said that you were high on Jason Tatum.
I am
Jason Tatum.
This upcoming season.
What's your problem with Jason Tatum?
But
he just don't like people saying Jason Tatum is better.
Okay, let's hear this.
I'm high on Levine as well. I thought about putting Levine in my top 15, no cap.
Okay,
I'm actually really high on Levine too.
If I do it, it's murder. But anyways, let's talk about this start bench cut. D-Book, Jason Tatum, Zach LaVine.
We always do this one, bro. This
I want to hear lows. I just want to hear lows.
He's gonna cut Zach LaVine. But he don't want to. But he will.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Because I think.
Do you think that the Bulls would have made the playoffs last year if it wasn't for COVID? These are just questions. I'm not using this as a talking point. I'm just asking a question.
They probably would have.
Okay, so then who would have had the better season, him or Jason Tatum? Hypothetical, because COVID happened. We're in a pandemic, unforeseen circumstances.
But I think that's still close. Levine's numbers are crazy, but I think Levine's numbers are crazy. But Levine he's not on the team with Jaylen Brown. Like Jaylen Brown was also putting him like 23, 25.
Low.
Levine was on the team with All-Star.
But we can't hold that against
Vucevic was at the end of the season though.
Vucevic just got there.
So can we look at the numbers? There. I mean, I can look it up, Lo. I know I don't want you over there.
We always do the numbers, Shaq.
No. I'm talking about the supporting cast. I want to know what Vucevic was averaging. Is that too much to ask?
But Jaylen Brown was averaging 25 the entire season though.
And what was Vucevic
just got there?
Vucevic was not
averaging. Got you.
Even when he just got there, he wasn't averaging 25 though. Like he wasn't averaging 25 when he just got there.
20 and 10 or 20 and 11, something like
that. Which is those are solid. Those are really great.
But I also may be off though. I may be off.
No. It's like 21 and 10. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's like 21 and 10.
And that's great, but it's not like
it rounds up to 22 and 12. I don't want to look at usage rate of a Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown because I don't know. That's what Dale brought up.
Let's get okay. You wanted to hear this now. Why do you don't like Jason Tatum compared to Zach LaVine? Right?
It's interchangeable.
If you go, hold on, it's interchangeable. You always say this. What you say? Let's look at what have you done. You know one thing about Jason Tatum? He has never had empty stats, ever.
He didn't average a lot his first 2 years.
You said what?
He didn't average that much his first 2 years.
Of course it went up, but his stats as a rookie averaging 16, 17, whatever it wasn't empty.
I think it was like 13 and 15.
What did Zach LaVine average his first 2 years?
Doesn't matter. He always made the playoffs, second round, third round. This year was the first round exit. That's not empty stats, just base. Zach LaVine had a great year this year, put up great numbers, but it was bro. It was empty stats, just your logic. You hated Devin Booker. What is Devin Booker doing for Phoenix? He's just scoring a lot of points, but they're losing. That's what Zach did this year. But you want to glorify him so much. He
literally would have made the playoffs and been in the same situation that Jason Tatum was in if it wasn't for a pandemic.
But Jason Tatum had to sit out games because of pandemic. Everyone had to
he had a better team.
Protocols.
They had better teams though. So if he was literally the focal point, to you guys' point, he had Jaylen Brown to take over when he was out.
Okay.
So who does Zach have?
Why could you say better teams when they had better teams, but you slander Carmelo Anthony so much and he never had the type of team these other players
First off,
had?
Carmelo literally was drafted into a situation that was insane.
What situation was that? Nuggets was an 8 seed. He made them the 8 seed and should have been rookie of the year. But I don't want to have that conversation right now.
Also, just quickly, even what you're saying about Tatum, like Kemba missed mad games. Marcus Smart missed
mad games.
Mad games. Marcus Smart missed almost the same amount of games.
At the
Jaylen
same
Brown
time? Their team, so are you trying to say that their roster still wasn't better than the Bulls?
I'm saying it's close. And to be honest with you, I'm saying those three players are also close. I'm not saying like there's some, if you want to say that Levine this upcoming is going to be better than Donovan Mitchell, I'm not about to argue to death because I'm high on Levine as well. So I mean, that start bench and cut is so close to one another where I don't really. Okay. I mean, if you want to argue it, I mean,
I don't want to argue. I'm just saying it's four guys that are interchangeable. It's D Book, it's Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and Zach LaVine.
Don't get me started with
D-Book is the worst out of all.
I'm about to say, I think
D-Book to me, Devin Book is out of there.
I also think that Dell.
Y'all are so. Let me ask y'all a question. Why is D-Book the worst out of that? Just tell me, one by one, or
because CP3 is the reason that team was in that position, not Devin Booker. Donovan Mitchell for his team. That team is in that position mainly because of him. Zach LaVine, his team was in his position mainly.
What position was Zach LaVine?
Wait, hold on. Also, Dub, the same argument can be made that CP3 is not in that position without Devin Booker.
Because of Devin Booker. But I was gonna.
Devin Booker has been there for years, and what have they done?
Has been where?
Nothing.
Okay, Devin Booker's gone. Okay, let's get Devin Booker gone. CP3 comes in.
I think they can still make the playoffs.
Hold on.
Yes, they can.
How do you say?
I
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
CP3 do it with OKC.
Yeah, OKC. He definitely did it with OKC. And you tell me, Bridges, Ayton, CP3, you tell me that those boys can't make the players. Jay Crowder,
no.
Like, come on now.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Okay, fine.
Now.
They make the playoffs, but they're gonna win the finals.
No, they're not going to. They might not.
No. You had to bring it from the finals.
First round.
No.
Okay, they made it to the playoffs.
But that team without Devin Booker, they're not. I don't think they're making the playoffs. I mean, that team without CP3, they're not making the playoffs.
I think they were so interchangeable this year that you guys are not even looking at how good Devin Booker played this year, which is insane.
No, D-Book played good. I just think out of the four, he's the worst. But they're still close, though.
But how? Close. Let me ask you: when D-Book was by himself, he was cooking just like Zach LaVine is cooking.
Yeah. We hear you. We hear you, Kyrie. Yeah, we understand. Lo, I just got one question.
I'm not finished.
I'm sorry.
What year did OKC make the playoffs with Chris Paul? Was that the
year
bubble
before?
Year?
Exactly, the year before. Yes, the bubble year.
And are we counting to what happened in the bubble for any players, or that just doesn't help?
They were already in the standing before when the season ended in February.
Are we counting bubble games or no?
I mean,
are you counting that Phoenix? Okay, good. Are you counting that Phoenix Suns without Chris Paul went 8-0 in the bubble? And Devin Booker was going berserk. Are you counting that?
Are you counting that? 8-game winning streak is not enough to make an argument.
Hold on, yeah. What's the record?
8-game winning streak.
What was the record?
8-0. It was 8-0.
No, because you gotta count the season as a whole.
I'm about to say,
what was their record as a whole?
Not an MVP.
I'm talking about the momentum they left the bubble with. Chris Paul just added to that with Jay Crowder.
8 games, and for that to carry over to the next season.
With Chris Paul, yes, I am 100%.
No, without Chris 100%. Paul, we're taking Chris Paul out.
That would carry over to them making the playoffs in the West 100%.
8 games?
Yes. Yes.
Come on, bro. You don't believe that. Come on, bro. Come on.
I definitely believe that.
He believes it.
I swear to God, I believe it.
But you see, this thing about Dell, like if he believes something that you can't argue against him, you can't change his mind. So there's no reason.
It's nothing to change my mind because y'all are giving people credit for stuff that y'all just not giving Devin Booker credit for.
Like I definitely am giving. I said that they're not making the finals at all without Devin Booker. I'm just saying that if you take CP3 out, they don't make the playoffs. But if you take Devin Booker out, they definitely make the playoffs. That's not bad.
If you take CP out, they're not. If you take Devin Booker out, they're not making the finals.
Mm-hmm. But they'll make the playoffs.
But they'll make the playoffs.
If you take CP3 out,
and also
not
just
doing anything.
I just want to say quickly, the 8 game stretch. The reason why it's a bad argument is because a lot of those players, some of those players weren't even there on the same team. Like Ricky Rubio was gone, Kelly Oubre was gone, Cameron Johnson wasn't even starting. So when you're talking about it's carrying over, like it's carrying over with who? Like Devin Booker?
So that's me like saying you're adding Chris Paul and Jay Crowder then.
No, but you said the momentum carried over, but it's only carrying over.
The momentum
like
of Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton didn't play in the bubble. And the same coach wasn't there that went crazy. Did you watch the interview?
But I know I understand it, but that's 2 players, bro. Like you're like most
and so 2 players of Chris Paul and Jay Crowder came that made y'all think they're.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but you're because I'm definitely not going to.
Bridges was there as well. Bridges was there as well.
But was he starting though?
I don't know who they started was, to be honest. I couldn't even tell you that.
The point I'm making though is that your momentum argument doesn't really make that.
So
much
you
sense
don't think them leaving the bubble like that, they came into the next year with that feel of, yo, we could be a solid team if we put it together, and now we added Chris Paul? You don't think they had no feelings of that?
I'm not saying they could, but not enough to like justify you believing they're going to go. They jumped from a team that was consistently losing to like a top team.
I didn't say top. I said make the playoffs. I never said top. I said make the playoffs.
You ripped Jason Tatum off the Celtics. They go playoffs?
No. All these players don't make the playoffs.
Jason Tatum,
all these players,
not for me. Trust me.
Yeah,
Jason Tatum argument is not for me.
All these players. Donovan, all right, you ripped Donovan Mitchell off the Utah Jazz.
It's all the same. It's all the same. If you take all these players off the team, they're not making the playoffs.
Well, not Zach LaVine, because he was there and they still didn't make. Zach never played in the playoff yet. I don't even know why he's in this conversation based on what Shaq said, because he's never made the playoffs. Zach has never.
But in this upcoming season, if you take him off, they definitely not making the playoffs.
No, this is the first time that we'll see what happened with Zach with a team that people have that should make the playoffs, and we'll go from there. I said that last week.
Now, if they don't make the playoffs, then you got a point.
I don't agree what Lo just said, because I feel like in the East, Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan, and what's his name?
Lonzo,
they probably still could make playoffs, because if you watch the DeMar DeRozan interview,
okay, good. So that's more pressure on Zach.
He said DeMar DeRozan said it out of his mouth that him and Vucevic decided to team up in Chicago. So, but that's a different. You feel me?
I believe they're going to make it. I'm just saying, like, if they don't, I have them making it, but I'm saying if they don't, then we would have to start having different conversations.
What place do y'all have the Bulls finishing?
And that's a good question.
You asking me though?
Yes, of course.
I think they finished 4th.
Okay.
4th, 5th,
you named the
5th.
The lowest?
Brooklyn, Miami, and the Bucks, I think, finish over them. I think it's a crapshoot for the rest of the East, but if I had to choose, I feel like they have a better core than everybody else.
The East is tough.
I have them at like 5-6, but
I feel like they got it because you got Atlanta, so it's like
I have them 7.
Oh my!
I don't think that's that crazy though. If you look at the East, it's not as crazy as you trying to make it.
I have them 7.
But real quick,
I think Philly.
Dale, who's gonna have the better year, D Book or Zach LaVine?
Atlanta finish higher.
Because you got the Suns. You got the Suns finishing higher than 7th for sure. So who you think is gonna have the better year, Zach LaVine or Devin Booker?
Devin Booker.
I can just tell you who had the better year.
No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna tell me who had the better stats, but not the better year?
1,000%. 1,000%. So if I apply to the stats to what's about to happen when D-Book on an actual with Zach LaVine on an actual legitimate team and D-Book having to face healthy players, it's going to look very similar. And D-Book and Zach LaVine's going to have the better stats.
Zach LaVine's stats will change because he's playing with four.
How do you know?
With a full year.
How do you know?
Because he's playing with better players. That's why.
We're going
to do the same things.
No, he's actually going to have more space to create. But we're going to see.
Okay, Shaq.
Okay, Dale.
You think him and DeMar DeRozan create space for each other?
I don't think his numbers are going to change that much. He's too efficient of a player for his numbers to make any drastic.
Like what?
You think?
Okay.
You think no.
Okay.
You think him and DeMar DeRozan is going to create space for each other?
Hold up. I get around better players and my 3-point percentage goes down. Where does that happen?
Okay, Shaq.
Okay,
No,
Dale.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
So,
I believe
now it's
I believe
cool
at
when
certain
he is
points,
around better
DeMar
players, but
DeRozan-
KD can't go around better players.
Oh my
I
God.
believe,
Okay.
I believe at certain points, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine is just gonna run into each other.
Jordan.
No,
Like, they're gonna,
I think if they do it correctly though, they can still run straight. Like
of course, but I just feel like, they have
Zach
similar.
LaVine won't have the ball as much as he did last year.
So when
I
they
don't think
start
he
off the
needs to,
season,
though.
when they start the
think he needs to,
season 9-1 in their first 10, 8-2 in their first 10 games, I want to revisit this.
7-11.
That'd be crazy if they start on 7-11. That'd be crazy if they do.
Can we write something down right now? Could we get between Shaq and Dell, whoever really wants to join this, because Dell has him finishing 7th, Shaq has him finishing 4th. Can we have something on the line?
The Bulls All-Star break record is going to be insane.
So if they don't finish 4th, what's
Low, you want to get on this train. Yeah, I know you do. And
No,
we're
but it's
stopping at
just
the low station.
The East is solid, bro.
I don't know a better core. Like they're deep. They're deep.
I don't think they're better than the Knicks at all.
I think
No.
Dale, we just did this.
As a Knicks fan, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. That's an iffy matchup, bro, because we gotta see how Kemba Walker. We gotta see how Kemba Walker gotta show up.
Dale, we just did this, Dale. Who's better than Zach LaVine on the Knicks?
I said the same thing.
Who's better than Zach LaVine on the Knicks?
Who's playing?
You're naming players, Shaq. Stop doing that,
and you fall back on the argument of, oh man, they got it better. They gel better, like they did in the playoffs against Trae Young.
Listen.
And on top of that, we don't know if they're gonna gel better either. There's like a bunch of like new players on
the Knicks
team.
just got Fournier and Kemba Walker.
I've never seen you so high on Fournier.
I'm not.
This is the second show in a row where you've mentioned his name and you didn't.
Because we're talking about the Knicks and their new players.
Yeah, but you never in 61.
He could chip in 16 points.
In 61 episodes, you said Fournier's names twice, and we're running on an average of 2 hours a show.
Because we're talking about the Knicks' new players. Okay. That's why.
So I've never heard you so high on Fournier. That's all I'm saying.
Why me mention him his name, Shaq?
You've mentioned a lot of players.
I can't mention the Knicks 2 need players.
So
that's why I can't.
I'll just say this. I don't know how the Knicks is gonna mesh because like Kemba is great, but like RJ Barrett, I don't know how that's gonna work because he was looking real good with the ball in his hands down the stretch of last season, and then they got D Rose too.
D Rose always comes off the bench and don't mess stuff up. I love how D Rose.
For one, Mitchell's been hurt since April off a big toe. He's hurt. He's still not even running with the team.
Is this a bunch of players? I don't know how they're going to mesh well. It's like because Randall looked good with the ball in his hands too, so I don't know.
I hate Randall's game.
I do too.
So wait, the Knicks have meshing problems, but the Bulls wouldn't.
That's why I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying.
Talking to Shaq and only
Shaq.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Because Shaq thinks this Bulls team is gonna really third or fourth. I mean, fourth is crazy to me. I still don't think they're better with or without Ben. I don't think they're better than Philly.
Listen, I got some kites that I'm letting off. One, Bulls finishing top 4. The second, Ben Simmons' third team. The third, I don't think it's so egregious. LA's winning the championship, and I hope it's against your Nets. Oh, fourth, Kyrie might not make it. I don't know why. That's a crazy thing to say. That's crazy that I say that, and I don't know what the reason that Kyrie may not be playing in the playoffs. I have no idea. It could be one or the other. That's all I'm saying.
Injuries, though. Injuries.
I don't have nothing to agree. I have the Knicks finishing higher than the Bulls.
Yo. In the chat, y'all need to relax with the RJ's a flop. He's 21, putting up 18. Relax with that.
RJ definitely wasn't. Last year, RJ was actually really, really nice.
He's not a flop.
Wasn't last year? Was it second or third year? Last year?
Just second. Just second.
What's wrong with people?
He averaged 18 points last year.
I'm not hating on his stats.
From his numbers was really.
No. I'm not saying I'm looking.
I know.
Over to the chat, and it was like he's a flop. He's a flop.
No. He definitely. They don't know what they're talking about because he definitely wasn't no flop in last year.
RJ not top 50 is tough. I got it.
All right, man. We're creeping up on 3 hours.
Oh man!
Wow, that was long. That was great. I didn't talk for like that last hour, and I feel great about it.
Yeah, Lo, thank you. I just had the one last question I've been trying to get off for the last 30 minutes. You know, I know you're high on Luka. I am too. I actually love Luka Doncic as a player. I swear to you, I love Luka's game. Like, I think that's the biggest misconception here. I hate how you guys fantasize about him, but when you guys come back down to earth and realize what he's actually done, I just want to throw one start bench cut at you, if I could, to end the show.
Okay. And Dell, I beat Dell in that argument last time. But go ahead, girl. You got it.
But this is the thing. Just because you're right about something, don't mean you win an argument. You could be right about an argument and lose the argument. It's all about crazy. It's all about how
you might.
No, you know what's crazy though?
No.
Like, it sounds terrible. It does, but I really get what he's trying to say. Because
it's your whole demeanor. It's all about who looks right, not about who's actually.
Know the right answer, but someone could just be controlling the room, make you feel like, damn,
Dale, you didn't control the room today.
You didn't control it.
You were outside.
I think Lo was talking about
the room. The room kicked me out.
What's the start bit?
Hey, Dell, I'm following you right out the door, bro.
What's the start bitch cut? What?
Thank you.
Yeah.
The start
wants to see us lose so bad, JD. He's just
preying on our downfall.
I love you both. Lo, and I just want the honest truth, Lo. Not any of the outside influences. Start bench cut. Luka Doncic, Damian Lillard, James Harden.
Wow.
And I know where you want to go with this, and you can go there if you want to. And I don't know what you want to include in this. I don't know what you want to exclude. If you want to bring up playoffs, you don't have to. If you want to bring up stats, you don't have to. If you want to bring up the eye test, you can do it. It's completely up to you how you want to do this.
And we're just talking about like who they are right now as players, because I'm assuming Harden will play a lesser role than what he's normally played in his upcoming season.
I think we go based off a career.
Oh, career? Oh, well.
Shaq.
Don't do that, Lo. Really think about it. Lo, really think about it.
You saying career?
No, let's talk about today.
Yeah, today's more
fair.
I like
today.
Okay, I would like to hear both because I don't understand where you guys think Luka's projection
today
is.
Career, mine's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I would expect. What's the difference? Like it's blurry for all three.
Career-wise, it's not that blurry for Harden. Harden is clearly the start for career.
Now Damian Luka.
But okay, I'm not gonna do. I'll do right now. If we're doing right now,
I mean, that was a shocking revelation just right there because I think some people will argue that Luka's gonna have a better career than James Harden.
Oh, if you projecting, okay. I thought you were talking about like where the careers are right now.
The projections are very dim for Luka as of right now.
We gotta stop.
Yeah.
Let him answer the start bench cut.
Yeah, please. Do it for today.
Okay, what if James Harden's shooting right-handed?
No, okay, all right. Start bench cut, Luka, Dame, Harden. I'm starting Luka.
This is right now, not career.
Yes, right now. Right now. I'm starting Luka. Oh my God. I'm benching Harden. And I'm cutting Dame.
The fact that you're starting Luka when James Harden does everything better than Luka is mind-boggling to me.
But the reason why I said that though is because if we're talking about right now, on the teams that they're on right now, Harden's not going to do everything that Luka's going to do.
You're going off of who's going to have a better season.
Harden's numbers were insane.
I'm not saying they weren't insane. But
I'm still starting James Harden right now.
I definitely am.
I am too.
James Harden does literally every single thing that Luka does, but better.
But we're cutting. But first of all, let me be clear. These are close names. So if you want to flip those two, well, we all in agreement that Dame is getting cut.
We're all in agreement that James is starting, aren't we?
James is definitely starting, unconditionally.
I'm cutting Luka and I'm benching Dame.
I'm cutting Luka and I'm benching Dame. So.
Benching Dame.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Dame didn't have CJ or Nurkic for a large portion of the year. He didn't fall out.
I
in the
think
playoffs.
this is a bad start bench cut for Luka.
Terrible.
No, it's not.
It's
Luka over Dame.
terrible?
I'm taking
And
Luka over
Shaq
Dame
did it on
all the time.
purpose.
I thought Lo was gonna go the same way that everybody went. I mean, Luka and Dame, that's kind of interchangeable. But I thought even off of career projections, Luka's cut. Yeah, I'm cutting Luka on career projections.
You're cutting off a career projection?
Oh yeah, that was another
Bro,
question. Dame, yeah. What's the superstar Luka can play with to win a championship, Lo? Like that's a legit question, not like he could play with anybody. I'm talking about
probably AD.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis.
That's about it though, right?
Look. He thought I couldn't name nobody. Yeah, look.
80's versatile. I like that.
No,
pick.
but
I feel like anybody can play with
week-
AD.
80.
Y'all tell me Russell can play with AD.
He can.
I know, so exactly. So,
But 80, and I think they complement each other like really well too. I think that would work perfectly.
I think
fine.
Luka could play with more superstars, bro.
like who?
Giannis as well.
He could play with
Definitely
Kevin Durant.
Giannis.
Yes.
Joel Embiid.
Luka
Yes.
could play with KD.
And they wouldn't win.
Wait, what? Why?
They both gonna want the last shot.
No,
I mean,
bro.
That's not why. That's not why. I would say,
Nobody's
but-
gonna care who's shooting the last shot. It's
I
whoever's
just don't
gonna
think
have
I don't think Luka's as efficient as James Harden
What?
Okay, but what?
Nah,
In what
yeah.
regard?
How'd
Wait,
you
wait,
get
wait. What
there?
regards?
in like shooting wise.
I think James is a better shooter than Luka.
I feel like Luka. No, low. His 3-point percentage, like, and I know it's the whole he's taking a lot of contested threes.
Who?
It's decent. Luka's 3-point shot is decent. He's super streaky though, and he has
No,
bad decision
If
making.
Luka
It's about
stopped
the
forcing,
same.
if Luka stopped forcing, his 3-point percentage would be insane.
But it's
I think
about
Luka
the,
could
but it's
play with
about the
Paul George.
same.
What
It's
is
about
it?
the same.
What is
though.
it? What is it? Let me
It was
hear.
30. It was 35 last year. What are we talking about?
On how many? What was
Eight.
James?
Eight.
What was James?
36.
Yeah,
It's
on
about the
how
same.
many? On how many attempts?
One was 7.6. The other was 8.3. The same.
But I still feel like James is a better
I'm with
shooter.
you. I'm with you. Yeah, I do
I
too,
would
but I'm
rather
with
James
you.
Harden shoot, but
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
me
mad
too.
if Luka shoots. The reason, bro,
Luka
watch
shooting pull up.
all
I mean,
Mavericks
spot
games.
up threes is nasty to me.
Luka pulls up ridiculous shots because he's either on a heater or he's trying to get a bucket. So he'll just pull ridiculous shots. So to your point, Shaq, his decision making is not the best right now.
I just think Luka never wins a championship unless he ring chases. I feel like in Luka's prime he never.
But that's what Harden is doing.
I feel like we're still in Harden's prime though. I'm talking about
I know, but
Luka's
he
prime.
went on the team. He won the team with a bunch of other stars.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
If Luka does that,
That's perfectly fine. I still think James is a better player though.
I know, but if you talk about career projections, then we're essentially projecting them having very similar careers, which I believe that they will. And also, I think Luka, I think Luka this upcoming season is going to be like amazing.
What
Like,
round do they go to
amazing.
in the playoffs?
They could probably make it to the second, and maybe even the conference finals.
Who do they run into?
No, I don't. To be honest,
That's funny.
as long as they don't match up with the Lakers,
Shaq's so mad.
as long as they don't make it, as long as they don't match up with the Lakers, they dead ass can make it to the second or third round.
So Luka's like, okay. Luka's
Them-
that
them
good.
versus a healthy
We're
Golden
getting
State
out of here,
Warriors
bro.
is tough.
We're getting out of here.
Luka's that good.
I watched Dell in that last argument. I don't care what anybody says.
Yo,
What
and-
argument
on
was
that
that?
last-
In the KD
All
argument.
right, let him. Let
Yeah,
him
he's
rock.
just
Just
Yeah,
talking
that
about
was
the
nasty.
last time he was on.
No, wait. The KD argument just now. Where
No,
you
the
agree
last
with
one.
everything
The
I
last
said.
one.
Episode,
last
last
episode.
episode that he was on.
Oh,
I
I
watched it.
don't.
KD
Oh.
all time.
Let's.
We ain't
gotta
going.
watch.
I ain't going to say it again.
You gotta
So.
watch.
All right. Thank you, Rel, for joining us. Thank you, Lo,
No
for
problem.
coming on
Thank y'all.
last second. He was tired of all the crazy takes, had to jump in. Appreciate you guys. That was fun. This is going to be a long night for me, but that is all right. Okay. Does anyone have anything they want to say before we take off?
No.
Thank y'all for showing out.
Thank y'all for coming. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Shaq, appreciate you and Jay for everything. I really do. Thank you very much for everything you guys have done.
No, for sure, man. Real, thanks for tapping in, Lo. You know you always good here, man.
thank y'all for
Anytime you
having
want to
me
tap
on.
in.
Yeah, go ahead, Rel.
Thank y'all for having me on. You know, I'm always on Player Choice with y'all on the Clubhouse. Just thank y'all for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming on, man. All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. We'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah, we'll go with that. Tuesday. All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.